only choice. They've got no Monster Dynamax. They've got no Mons entirely. This is their only Mon.
Yeah. Right, party. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Let's.
Galarian Moltres, you monster!
Let me guess. He won.
He one-shot the Metagross and he didn't even Dynamax!
Wow. Jesus, honestly, that says something. That says a lot.
Holy! Flareon and Umbreon, and then my females are normally Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, and Espeon. And Espeon's a great mon. There's no doubt about that. I like Espeon. It's one of my favourite Gen 2 Pokemon. But then again, I've always liked the evolutions. I've always had such solid designs. Sylveon, not too bad. Not the worst design out there, that's definite. But the other ones have had really No! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh! No way! Absolutely no way! Yes! 640 eggs! Get in there!
In honor of us finally meeting. Meeting.
Oh! Stylish. What the hell? Oh god, it's Michael Jackson Dante. Oh my god, Michael Jackson Dante. What? Level 40?
Oh yeah,
We know that we outsped. We know we outsped. Actually, hold on. I'm going to Helping Hand. And I'm going to Earth Power the Reshiram. Get rid of the actual Reshiram. Because we outsped the Reshiram. We know that. We actually outsped the... So, goodbye Reshiram. So, that's 2 they're gone. And they can't use Prankster against us. Which is the best part. Foul play. Okay. We lost our only Mon, but they're only down to 1 Pokemon. So they're in not the best predicament. You know? They're not in the best predicament. That was scripted. That was scripted. Oh! Oh, that music is chilling. Oh my god! I'm sorry, I had to pause. What the heck? Where did this music come from? Oh, hey. Hey, there's... So, that should be around there. Dude! Dude! Yo! Please, somebody clip that. Oh my god. Somebody clip that for me! Somebody please! He's just like, oh, that should be here, and boom. Master Ball. We've got a Numel. We got an Electabuzz. We got a Ferroseed. We got the Blitzel. Oh my god! I was only just talking about this. I was only just talking about that. Somebody clip that. What the actual? Hold on. There it is. Holy crap. Finally. Shiny Rockruff. Oh my Gideon, finally. You have no idea how long I was looking for you. Little you little playful dog.
Right, actually, no, hang on. In all seriousness,
I thought for some reason,
Wait,
I forgot I had that as a
is
command,
that?
and I thought you replayed it on your end.
It's shiny!
No!
no way.
I found a shiny Rufflet! Draco Meteor does go into my Incin. That's fine. Can't do really much about that. We lived on 2! Let's go! The bulk! The bulk! My calculations! Oh my god, we win this. If we have beaten the real Alex VGC, then, oh my god, the battle was cancelled. Let's go! I can't believe that. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Stupid Design DJ Daddy88. And today we're doing something a little bit unexpected. I am actually going to be reacting to the 4.0 special program, No Haha, at Full Moon. And that's the way, I like it. Sorry, I just had to.
Emotional damage.
I knew that joke would cause that, honestly. Hold on a second while I just maneuver my face cam a little bit on the layout. It's just so that I'm not covering the entirety of it as such. But yes, we're obviously going to be doing the reaction of this. Now, it's not up yet, but as you can tell by the timer, we're not like far of it. So what I've got in the background is some Honkai Star Rail official soundtrack music. Hopefully there should be no issues with that, because it is technically a game, and it's technically for this, if anything. Plus I'll be obviously muting the sound, well, the music in the background, you know. So yeah, we're gonna have some hopefully some interesting announcements today. Yeah, good morning-ish thing. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yes, obviously, we'll say I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what's going to be announced. There are some hopes, more than anything. We'll probably start off with like the official trailer and everything, clearly. So that'll be certainly good. Well, I say it'll start off with the official trailer. It'll probably start off with the a lot more than just the official trailer, though. I would imagine we'll probably have like Doe coming onto the screen and be like Trailblazer, Doe, traveling out, etc., or something like that. I don't know what's going to be said. I really don't know, because don't expect this to be like in English. By the way, guys, it will have subtitles. Just don't expect it in English, you know? Because obviously, usually when they do, like, there's special programs for like a brand new expansion. When I say an expansion, literally like 2.x, 3.x, 4.x, they're expansions, basically. Because we're going to a completely new world. And then I just call it patches afterwards. You could just technically call it an expansion patch as well. It's not an issue. But yes, we will be obviously going into this for sure. Don't worry if it says like 7:30 p.m. It's not 7:30 p.m. for us. It will be that for in other locations because it's UTC plus 8, so that's obviously 8 hours ahead of us. So it'll probably be that time in China, I'd imagine. We've got about, what, 17 and a half minutes left to go as well until the actual special program starts up the pre-load, basically. So it's going to be 14 hours earlier here. Well, it's 8 hours earlier here, but you know. So I'm not surprised if it's 14 hours earlier for you. But yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to seeing what they actually announced. I've been hearing rumours, speculations, etc., saying that we're supposed to be getting a free character selector. Now, I don't know if that's true. Don't know if it's true, but if it is true, that'd be absolutely fantastic because we need to have them. And if it is what I think it is, and it tells me exactly what...
Oh no! Anyway.
What do you mean, oh no, anyway? What do you mean, oh no, anyway? You're on a free stream streak. That's fair enough. I mean, oh no, anyway. Fair. But yeah, obviously I'll have to make sure that the sound's coming through the actual stream for sure. But that won't be for just a little bit, if anything. Because like I say, we've got to wait until the actual thing goes live. The only reason why I started as early as I have is just so I can talk, basically, you know, and make sure everybody gets a chance to get in, etc. Because there's no point in like streaming it at like a certain time, if that makes sense. Besides, after the special program, I can just talk about certain things I'm actually kind of excited for, etc. That they've announced. Yeah, time for the yak before the content. Yep, pretty much. Really much. But it could be worse, couldn't it? But yeah, obviously, I know for a fact that while the special program is today, clearly, the actual expansion patch actually releases the following Friday. So basically, Friday the 13th. Fully, isn't it, how they actually put it right on Friday the 13th? Oh, I know where this music comes from. This is from the character trailer for Hyacinth, which is ironically making her look like a streamer. Do you know, I knew I forgot something at the kitchen end. Hold on. I poured myself a drink and I forgot to grab the drink. Well done, me. Yes, Shark, it is 4.0. Rip. Yeah, pretty much. But yes, it'll be interesting to see what actually gets announced at 4.0 for sure. I just Ubered my account is rather stacked. Because I've got, what was it, Remembrance Premium. I've got literally Super Break Firefly with the Dahlia. So I don't think I've got any problems with what I need. And also I've got Saber Archer because obviously I'm a Fate Stay Night fan. Clearly. 120 pools. I've got 140. No, it's not 140. I've got 165 pools. And then I've got 85, 87 in Starlight. So I'm fine. And plus, obviously, we don't know how many more pools we'll be getting as well during the stream. Clearly. When I say during the stream, we don't know how many pools we're going to get in the new expansion, basically. Is what I mean. But from what I've actually got, I've got about... we got about just under a week, basically, until, like... Well, say just under a week. It is just, basically, yeah, just under a week. Until we have to worry about certain pools. So I think I've got about... I should be able to get about 6 more pools, and then obviously when Divergence reset on Monday, that'll be another 225 jades, and then we got the 300 jades from this special program, most likely, unless they decide to give us more. I don't think they will, but you never know. And then on the day, obviously, I'll have another pool plus 600 more jade, and then whatever we get for the daily login pools, etc., etc., etc. You know. So there is a lot. But yeah, like I said, I've heard all the speculations about certain things. Been hearing the fact that obviously they are going to put in a collection of 1.x, 2.x characters as a character selector, and we get to choose one of them to put to our account. Now, if that is the case, from what I've seen on the list for it, I'm not going to say the list, just in case, but this is, like, it's all speculation, because we don't know, it could change. But on the current list that I've seen right now, 3 characters are tempting me the most. Not because obviously I don't have them on my account, which these 3 I do, but these 3 tempt me because of the fact that it is for the Eidolons, if anything. Because one's would be an E2 and the other 2 would be E1s. However, the E1s are valuable, so is the E2. So it's just like, it depends what they end up saying, for sure. For all we know, we only get like the 1 character, but if that's the case, it's fine. I don't even know what this song is, actually. I know this is from... All this music is from Star Rail, of course. Okay, for the sun is set to die. Oh, yeah, that's the fine and character trailer music. Like I say, it's all speculation. Well, it's reliable speculation, should I say, at the moment, but we don't know for sure. I know I will be getting definitely the new characters when they actually drop. From what I've been hearing, speculation reliably wise, etc. I've been hearing that Yao Guan's going to be for the whole patch, so you don't have to worry about it straight away. However, the other character will be only half the patch, if that makes sense. It'll be interesting to see what happens, for sure. Because one just doesn't know for definite. Obviously, there has been one thing that is going to be a bit hesitant for a few people out there, and that is the fact that Welsh VA, English VA, has been replaced. Now, it doesn't bother me because I'm playing in Japanese, but for those people who are playing in English, Welsh VA has been replaced because of what he says is some issues with the contract, but I feel like what didn't help was the fact that he doxed an employee at Hoyoverse, which that is literally on Twitter, and obviously loads of VAs decide to not like that. Yeah. So obviously Welsh VA has been replaced. I know that. But as far as I know, no other VAs have been replaced. So no other VAs have been replaced, from what I've been told. But but I'm worried about one thing because I saw from the Myriad Celestia trailer. Because Himiko's now off the train, off the Astral Express. It makes you wonder what's going to happen to Himiko. Because the last time Himiko got involved properly in the quest, what happened? And this is from every Honkai game. Every Honkai game, the character has died. Literally, every time there's been like some major conflict, Himiko, the character, has died. And it's like, ugh, I hope it doesn't happen again. Really do hope it doesn't happen again. Because we've had it in Honkai Impact, we've had it in Honkai Gaiden, we've had it in Honkai Gakwan. So many Honkai games basically have had that situation with Himiko. I'll tell you one thing though. The fact that also hearing that, what was it, Nihilix, which is the manga artist character, or the mangaka, if you want to take it by the professional term. I'm actually very glad to know that it's actually been voiced by Farina's English VA. Now, obviously, like I said, I play it in Japanese, so it doesn't worry me too much. But I knew that Amber Lee Collins would eventually be voicing a character in this game. I just didn't know when or who. Because I knew it was not a matter of if, it was just a matter of when or who. Even though technically she already has voiced another character in this game. She voiced young Sunday. Well, Child Sunday, should I say, in the 2.x patch. But yeah, I don't know what characters I'm going to pull for, apart from obviously Yao Guan and Sparksy. Probably Silverwolf SP. We can tell that for sure, because that's from the Myriad Celestia trailer. I'll probably pull for Evanescea as well, which is the Yai Sakura proxy. I say proxy because obviously she's appeared in like... Because most of the Honkai characters are either clones, etc. For the... well, when I say clones, they're actually references to like the other Honkai games as such. A lot of people like that idle animation for sure. I know that. But we don't... Here's the thing. When I heard about that idle animation, I saw it. There was obviously no like voice lines or anything like that during it. So who knows? It could have a voice line. We don't know. But yes, hopefully we'll find some information out soon as possible. We got less than 5 minutes until the special program actually starts anyways. Yeah, I'm not surprised at this point if there's an hour version of it somewhere or another. There's so many people who do that. But I'm just trying to think of all the characters I'm looking forward to. Honestly. So let's see, characters I'm looking forward to. Silver Wolf SP, clearly, because it's nice to see that that character is finally getting a bit more love, because it's been since, what, 1.1, basically, since we've actually had Silver Wolf actually take the front of the pack. Let's see, I probably want to pick up Evanescea. I would definitely want to pick up Nihilux, if I could. I don't know about Ashvale. That's one that I'm not sure. And I'm not sure about Blade SP either. Although we've been hearing that Himiko is getting to get an SP as well. We've been hearing that... when I say hearing, as in like it's rumored, basically. We've been hearing rumors about Himiko SP. We've been hearing rumors about Aventurine Robin SPs as well. But the fact that obviously in the trailer, we did actually see here Robin in the Myriad Celestia trailer kind of assumes, well, kind of insinuates basically that that might happen. Oh god, it's this music from... Yeah, it's this music from Star Rail, the sad final music, as we call it. Also, I find it really funny how a lot of people complained about the Emphorius storyline, but I liked it. I do agree that it felt a bit long at certain points, especially during 3.0 to 3.2. That felt way too long. 3.3 was fine because it felt like a proper build-up. And then obviously the end of 3.3 story was a good cliffhanger, for sure. And then after that they just balanced it a bit better, which was great. So I'm hoping that they've learned their lessons from Emphorius with the storytelling aspects, and hopefully it won't be like super long. If they want to do longer patches, just make them 6 hours, you know? Simple as that. I just wish the final boss encounter was just a little bit more dramatic. But it certainly put in a few more insights, that's for certain. When I say it put in a few more insights, it put in like a lot of like aspects of things to come. And the fact that obviously we know that Amphorius is going to return, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'll be like super long. It'll be definitely returning, but just like a proper full-on epilogue sort of situation, like a this is what's happened since the last time you were here, etc. But I'll tell you one thing, they really popped off with one set of one character for animation wise and all that, and that was Evernight. Boy. But hopefully she'll be able to access that power outside of Emphorius. That'd be great. Well, March specifically. If she can access the power of Evernight outside of Emphorius, that'd be great. I knew it was going to do this as soon as... Hold on. Let me just turn off that live chat because we don't need that. What is this music? Oh, a long fated meeting. Don't remember this one. Right, I'll just pause it, the music anyways, because we just need to wait for the special program to start up. Oh, there we go. What the actual heck? What the actual heck is this? What are we playing? Mario Kart? Is this 64-bit Mario Kart? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. That's Pom Pom in that costume. That's Pom Pom in a raccoon outfit. Then again, I kind of not surprised about this. Reason why is because I remembered that before the whole like drama politically that happened over that end. I'm not going to say out loud what it is, but they had to rename Punk Lord to Planacadia. Or Planacadia, I don't know how they pronounce it. But yeah, they had to do that because obviously of issues. Which is a shame that they did have to do that, but you know, you can't really do much about it because things are a lot more serious at end, you know. But yeah, the fact that it's still it's taken away the name, but it hasn't taken away the aesthetics from what I've been told. They just changed like names basically. That's it. That's all they've done. They haven't changed the aesthetic, they just changed names basically. So for example, I think Evanescence wasn't going to be called Evanescence, I think she was going to be called Yai or something like that. Like Yai Sakura, etc. And obviously Sparksy was going to be originally Hanami. But like I said, because of the things that happened, we just didn't get that, per se. But yeah, this is actually kind of interesting, honestly. Are we going to get this from now on, I wonder? Or is it just for this? Also unfortunate that Albert's inside there. We don't get Albert this time around. And then obviously in the... Will we be getting games in Planacadia? From what I've been hearing, we apparently got karaoke in this. From what I've been hearing. Because I... Oh, sorry. Just trying to get... something out. But obviously we've got in the top left, like over that end, we've literally got like the picture of the Astral Express, except Sunday. Because it's just showing what? Welt Donhan, Trailblazer, March, and Himiko in like a furry chibi form. Or something like that. I don't know. Right. Let me just... Okay. So we've got like 30 seconds. So obviously it will be happening shortly. I also need to make sure that I write down all the codes when they go up. For good reason. For good reason. Luckily I can do the actual thing from the Hoya Lab app. For myself, but I need to do it for friends and all that. Okay, here we go. Yes, Inter-Astral Peace Talk Corporation. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was going to be live.
看什么呢？
哦，你来了。
我来了。
我这正看二项乐园的新闻呢。
什么新闻？
哎，你看，这人说阿基维利跟阿哈有过一段。
什么叫有过一段？人家那是一起同行过一段旅程，那不叫有过一段
啊？这个意思呀？
对，这个意思。
哦，那这条呢？你看，这人说的信誓旦旦，现在都在传是纳努克帮阿哈炸了星穹列车。
哎，有道理。你想纳努克胸口那个道子，跟列车那个斜率就噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔的。
你们在胡说什么呢？别信，都是小道消息，炸车行为明显阿哈全责。
不是，那这新闻到底有几条是真的呀？来，再看看下一条吧。说是痛失车厢， 汤姆记了很多年仇，列车正在全速赶往幻
Yeah,
乐
they're
之地
just talking
和
about
阿哈算
Aha,
账
it seems, at the moment.
好，我知道了，这也是假的，是吧？
哎，这是真的。
啊，这是真的。
好了，别在这听八卦了，有什么想知道的，我们一同前往
二项乐园。
Right, here we go.
What does it mean to become an Eon for a minute?
Are you here to join the Fantasy Moon Games?
The master
Ooh. Oh, hello, Nihilux.
gets to define elation.
Actual Express has arrived. Welcome.
This is the real Planarcadia. The paradise woven from elation and wild imagination.
After 15 years, now that the Fantasy Moon of Elation is full again, the Fantasy Moon Games will begin as scheduled.
Did I just see a blade body pillow?
To all of you watching,
There's Sparksy.
who else dares doubt Sparksy? Evil take flight! Sparksy blazes bright! Come and party till the end of the world!
This Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. Who are you? The Seer Strategist, General Yao Guang.
And we finally got the general of the last Jianzhou
We're the culprit.
alliance.
There are signs the Fantasy Moon Games are spiraling out of control again. 8 masks, 8 supplicants. Come closer.
What the actual heck?
Fantasy Moon Games must not fall into the IPC's hands.
Serious Xianzhou criminals attempting to join the Fantasy Moon Games.
There's Blade SP I just saw.
Our hero declares the first battle of the Fantasy Substitutes has commenced!
No, Aha at full moon. Let's go. That actually wasn't too bad.
Whether or not you're walking on the path of elation, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
And that's the only
欢迎
English
来
you'll
到
hear.
崩坏新生频道4.0版本，满月是神不在的时间前瞻特别节目，我是主持人露露。
各位开头者好，我是少基。
家人们好呀。
Oh
我是
no, Shelty, you better not say the meme.
这烧鸡 fish 苏乐达，咱这凑了一桌菜呀、
嘿，吃饱了才有力气开拓嘛。
Oh,
毕竟4.0版本呀，我们星穹列车就要驶向下一站幻鱼世界2项乐园了。
这一直以来啊，欢愉星神都给人一种荒诞不经、特立独行的感觉。哎，我很好奇啊，为什么咱列车要去他的地盘了呢？
这不是因为上一站温法罗斯发生了一点寰宇皆知的小动静吗？
铁幕是吧？那很接知了。
确实是。
sorry, I'm just
这是
doing
你
face
知
cam
我知
because
人
obviously
尽
you can't
皆
see
知
the
既然各
subtitles.
方势力都行动了起来，以阿哈的性格，怎么可能没有反应呢？
啊，原来如此。那看来此行是要跟阿哈打交道了。
There we go.
那信仰这样一位离谱星神的世界，想必一定也很离谱吧？
有可能哦。大家都知道，阿哈最喜欢热闹，2项乐园就是他的游乐场。这个世界被各式各样的娱乐、游戏
Entertainment
组织
and games,
人们也
okay.
都乐在其中。
啊，难怪外面的世界风波不断，这里看着还是一副这个其乐融融的景象啊。是该说这里的人们很松弛吗？
毕竟这里的人啊，他们都是
I
欢愉
may have
的性
accidentally blocked
甚
the
至在这
faces
里
of
啊，
certain
连斗争和冲突
ones, but I
都
can't
是
do
用游
anything
戏
about
来
it. The
进行。
subtitles are
在
what
这
I
当
need
中
more.
最瞩目也最疯狂的一场，就是列车组此行的目的——幻乐游戏。
The
幻乐
Phantasm
游戏
Games. Okay.
是跟这个存在感很高的月亮有关吗？
没错，这里直奔重点。幻乐游戏是阿哈亲自设立的游戏，胜者不仅能得到觐见他的资格，还能获得成为1分钟星神的奖赏。
不是，1分钟星神，咱玩这么大吗？
就这么大，你想想，阿哈可是干过把全部神力送给一只
Right,
虫子的事情，
okay.
区区1分钟
So
星
obviously
神
we know
也
it's a
没那
new
么奇怪
Trailblaze
啦。
mission
我
chapter.
已经开
That's
始
a
幻
little
想
obvious.
要是能当1分钟星神，我希望我的年终奖翻倍。
哎，真没创意。
哎，那你来个有创意的。
如果是我呀
Yeah,
我会让
W
整个宇宙都
end of
变成
year
回合
bonus.
制
Yeah, that'd be nice.
什么呀？你这个愿望可能有人已经许过了。
Right
对于1分钟
then.
星神，开拓者们肯定也有很多想象吧。但要注意，这可是阿哈的奖励，事情肯定没这么简单。
哎，怎么说？
据说曾经有位圣者试图杀死
They're
欢愉
really
星
doing
神
that
结果
whole
就怕
like
把阿哈逗
action
乐
list
他
and
说
all that.
诶，欢愉星神，那不就是你自己吗？
天啊！然后呢？
然后就没人再见过这个人了。
咦，
看来许愿还是要谨慎啊，当我没许过吧。
小心点儿。
是啊，跟阿哈玩游戏，最终解释权也在
Right.
阿哈手里。
I swear, if Xiaoji says again, it'll be a heartwarming story. I'm
我们来
gonna
看看这座游乐场长什么样吧。
say very, very
首先
constructive
列
words
车的第一
against
站
him.
是二尾市，它坐落于
You
二项乐
mentioned
园中
city,
心，
okay.
是这个欢愉世界的入口。
Okay, so this is the
这二
main
维
city
是
hub.
看着挺三维的呀。
Oh
这
wow,
名字是
Gundam.
有来头的。历史上，二项乐园曾经被拍扁过，变成了一幅画。
原来是这么个二项
现在已经恢复正常了，但还是留下了一些那个时代的遗产。
啊！你是说这个天上飞的、地上跑的
Right,
这些
okay.
奇形怪状的生物吗？
没错，它们就是
What
这
the
个世
heck
界
are
特
they?
殊物种幻造种。比如画面中这个
Imaginary.
长长的生物
Okay.
是负责迎接列车主的站长猫条，而他管理的当地
Oh,
列
they
车
got the
叫做
Shinkansen
风
as
楼，还
well.
有盘踞在高塔上的雷球，负责整座城市的 WiFi
Yeah.
信号。
Tell
你
me
的意
it's
思是
not
这些
Japan
公共
without
设施
telling me it's
都
not
是活的
Japan.
没错，人家可都是勤勤恳恳上班的。
我也在勤勤恳恳上班呢。
哎，我以为你当主持人是为了找乐子。
哎，我怎么可能呢？我这勤勤恳恳的制造节目效果呢。
没错，在二项乐园，幻造种们工作也是为了节目效果，为了维持存在，
It's obvious
从
it's
人们身
Japan.
上源源不断的获取愿力。换言之，就是要吸引人们的关注。
啊，明白了，就是全体目光向我看齐啊！没有关注度的话，他们就会消失。
没错，所以啊，你能看到在大街小巷到处都有人在整活儿，要想活得有活儿啊！这就是二项乐园，一个流量至上、娱乐至死的世界。
既然名为乐园，
Okay.
城市里也有许多值得一玩的游
Tons of
乐设施。
attractions,
比
okay.
如说，你可以在拍立得机器跟角色朋友们合照，
Wait,
或者走进
did I just see
街上
Bailu in
在
Babylon
城信
A?
中还散布着一些神奇的
How
秘密
irrelevant are
通过
they
它
these
开拓者
days?
就能
Oh
进入
my
二维
god,
世
that
界，领
is
略乐园的另一面。
that's
啊
different.
所以叫二维市啊。哎，不过这个开拓者怎么变成小动物了？
It's a puzzle.
哦，不是，哎，它叫开拓妖精，是开拓者个人
It's
IP
called
化
Trailblazemon.
开拓者都成 IP 了。
What is this,
这可是
Digimon
二项乐
now?
园啊！你有所不知，以列车组为原型的漫画《苍天航路荣荣号》，现在可是在乐园火得一塌糊涂。
苍天航路荣荣号，不会就是这些小家伙吧？
哎，没错，就是他们。
这个球棒浣熊倒是一看就是开拓者。旁边那个粉色的兔子是3月7吗？
是的，3月7叫3月兔，当横叫汪汪丹。
Marge
鸡
bloody
腿叫
done
鸡
on
西
his woof woof
那
dad.
杨叔呢？
Really?
嘛，就叫杨叔，就叫杨
Mr.
叔。
Yang is just Mr.
这
Yang.
合理吗？那杨叔就叫杨叔，我也就认了。那他为什么不是一只羊呢？
可能是因为我们杨叔人狠话不多吧。但你说的也有道理，也许漫画作者画新人物时会采纳你的建议哦。
行吧，那我就期待一下吧。啊，不过真没想到啊。
Oh
这
my
个进入
god,
居
they
然
got
这
the
么高
glow
做好
sticks
心理
in
准备
as
吧，说
well.
不定刚下车呀，就会被粉丝给围堵住了。
其实还有另一层原因，这个世界对星穹列车也有特殊的意义。二项乐园是姬子的故乡，15
Wait,
年
what?
前列车就是在这里再度启程的。
哎，我好像听到了什么不得了的消息啊！
Planet Cardi is where Himiko's from?
列车以前是坠毁在了阿哈的地盘儿。啊，真是让人浮想联翩呐！
嘿，
That
今年
explains a lot.
没准我们能看见更多领航员的故事呢。
是更多领航员还是更多故事？
我不知道啊，你猜？
哎呀，又藏这么多
I
秘密
didn't
啊，
think-
科技老师。
Well, that's a
还是说回乐园吧。
completely
准
unexpected.
备围堵列车组的，现在不只有狂热粉丝，还有当地的媒体朋友。
比如大家看到的这家由狸猫
The
经营的
Bobo
杂志社
Weekly.
迪
What
迪
the
众
heck
无
is
论
that?
情和意识、本地八卦，还是烟火气十足的乐园种草，都逃不过狸猫记者们的眼睛。
这次他们也是有备而来啊，阵容的是
Right,
相当豪华
okay.
有王牌记者普利策、知名编辑狸猫幻太子，还有李小龙、李小虎、尤利安、比利。
不是这么多梨，那刚才开头的八卦应该也是他们写的吧？
狸猫是犬科，所以他们是狗仔，非常对。
哎，我们
So
小狸猫
basically, all
都
the
是优秀的
Furbos
撰稿
are
人，他们只做了
literally
一些小小
journalists.
的艺术
Okay,
加
that
工
makes
而已
sense.
那除开这些喜剧桥段，在二项乐园，开拓者还将体验到一段青春的校园时光。
Campus
就在
life.
二维市闻名遐迩的艺术院校绘视学院，这里也是妻子的母校。
哎，在二项乐园呢，绘视学院的学生们
This
会
is
在
where
这里学
Himiko
习制造幻造种的方法。
啊，原来是这么会试呀！
没错，所以这些学生们
Certainly
也可以
not
被
taking
称
the
作绘师
allegations
能
then
看出
from
来，
on
同为艺
Impact
术院校，
Bird
这里
then.
和折纸大学的风格是完全不一样的。
啊，
Yeah,
我
we
已经能
had
想象到
Paperfold
开拓者坐在
University in
天台吃午
Pelico.
饭的这个画面了。哎，那座位会安排在倒数第2排靠窗的位置吗？
你还挺会挑。
啊，不过咱们这个话说回来啊，看了一圈，感觉这个学校里面最艺术的就是中庭的这一幅巨作了。
这是二项乐园
Right,
著
okay.
名的富士昌浪。
World Breaker
画的是
Waves.
东方的浪花
Okay.
哎，歌川， 歌川又在哪儿呢？
歌川嘛，那当然在歌川区。
歌川区就在鄂湾市内，
Oh, I like that.
是一片繁华的商业区。夜幕降临时，长河映照出
Like
两
that.
岸绚丽的灯光，非常漂
That's
亮。
right.
乐园的夜景啊也很漂亮啊，真想在这条河边散步。
哎，但歌川区算是比较混乱的地区，
Is there a
进攻的
rocket
时候要多加小
planted
心
in
啊。
the
说的
moon
其他地
right
方
up
不混
there?
乱吗？
不是一个乱法，你看这里拐个弯都能遇到巡逻怪啊，所以歌川也是乐园的决斗圣地，经常有人相约在河畔决斗，最后两边谁都没来。
嗨，原来是这么个歌川啊！
割了。
除开这些，歌川区还有一个秘密，
They
这里
brought
藏
just
着欢愉酒馆的入口。
Tavern of
节目展
Elation.
开，大家
Okay.
后面会见到。
好的，感谢各位的介绍。那看完了我们的场景，是不是终于该轮到我们4.0的主线故事了？哎，我可是一直惦记着这幻乐游戏呢。哎，那阿哈的游戏到底是什么规则？
Yeah.
规则就是没有规则。
The
阿哈的游戏
Phantasm
怎么可能
games
墨守
makes
成
you
规
wonder what that's
幻乐
about.
游戏的宗旨只有一条，在这座娱乐至死的城市吸引足够多的目光，也就是愿力。至于方法，百无禁忌，大家都站在同一个起点，开局一张面具，接
One
下来
must
如何
start
争夺
the
那1分钟精神
game.
的奖励，就各凭本事
Okay.
了。
啊，原来如此。所以这面具是入场券啊，戴上了就要整活搞事儿，看谁的阵仗更大。
理解正确。不过幻乐游戏总共只有8枚面具，要搞到入场券本身就不容易哦。
哎，那有没有什么好门路呢？
那门路
Right.
可多了。在以往的游戏当中啊，有些人的面具是抢来的，有些呢是花信用点买来的，还有些人是祖上传下来的，甚至还有人是自己画的。
我这行吗？我这还有2个呢，我
完全可以啊！我跟你说更简单的，你要后期直接在你脸上打一个横条。
是的，那些循规蹈矩人才入不了阿哈法眼。
啊，虽然这个比赛还没有正式开幕啊，但是这届幻乐游戏的热门候选，感觉已经可以窥
Hot
得一二。
favorites for this
知道你想问什
year's
么？其中当然有我们
Phantasm
的开拓者，代表星穹列车出战。
Yeah, it kind of
此外
obvious that
这次和
Trailblazer
星穹
is
列
one of
车
the
一起前来的还有一
representatives.
位仙州联盟的天将。
That
啊
makes
这个我
sense
知道
as well.
啊，在2.5跟3.7版本它都登场过啊，不过之前好像一直都是远程通信的状态。
Yeah, that's
对，
correct.
没错。
We've only
正确
heard
的荣涛
a
将军姚光。
voice in
他
like
的头衔可多了
communications.
我建议尊重他为变质格物院荣誉院长、十方光影法界之主、仙州非物质文化遗产确行权传人荣涛将军姚光。
哎，咱就这么点时间，我建议啊，就直接简称他为姚光。
姚光将军啊，跟我们的老朋
Yeah.
友福太部可是师出同门。
Looking forward
他
to
呢
this
是
character
福太
for
部的
sure.
师姐，在联盟面对种种问题的时候呀，也总
Because
是
now we've had a
姚
general
光
from
小弟
every part of the
好
alliance
艰巨
in
的
the
任
Shin
务
show.
啊，我听着都感觉压力山大了。
不用担心，卜者间有句传言，人算不如天算，天算不如他干。姚光可是仙州人眼中的福神，人人都得称一句姚老板。凡是有他在，
Madam
总
Yao，
能化险
OK
为夷。
没错，姚老板大吉大利。
哎，所以姚光这次过来是代表仙州参加幻乐游戏吗？
没有这么简单哦。姚光在2项乐园的经历可以说是一波3折。
具体的肯定不会在这里展开，但这几天
Oh,
就会有一
of
条
course
专
they have
门
the
讲述姚光将军出发前的故事。
Yeah, they got
期待一下。
好。那
Three
除了
generals in the
姚光，
background as
还有
well
其他人
there,
的信
for
息可以
sure.
透露吗？我很好
Fei
奇啊
Xiao,
会有什么
Jing Yuan,
对
and
手
then obviously the
还记得我
grandfather
们
of
认识的
Yin
假
Li.
面
I
语
can't
者
remember his
花
name
火
though.
吗？
啊，花火也要参赛？
是也不
Wait.
是。最近2
Yeah.
项乐园出现了
Hello,
另一个花火
Sparksy.
他自称火花。
Well, we already
是
knew, but
乐
that
园
was the
最
case.
火爆的
It
主
is
播
Sparkles VA.
这花火，他们俩有什么关系啊？
哎，我听过这么一种说法：银河中有位花火猎手，他走过一个又一个世界，四处狩猎花火。
听你这个说法，这怎么花火
Why do you make Sparkles out like a whole
花火
species?
跟火花打起来的话，应该支持谁呢？
嘿，当你这么想的时候啊，恐怕就又中了火花大人一计喽。
啊，也对，啊，那我就谁都不支持，哎，我就在旁边
Right
自己开个直播，美美掐流量。
不错，你已经深谙2项乐园的生存之道，无论谁赢都很欢愉。总之，观众赢了。
顺带一提，花火本人也会在4.0登场，不过这一次呀，他是站在咱们开拓者这边的。
Wait,
我
what?
说的花火哪次不是站在开拓者这边
也
的？
对也对，不愧是人美心善的花火大人啊。不过这次性质可不一样啊。
Sparkle Sparks is literally on the side of
实
us.
打实的劲敌，就算有
Right,
花火大人助阵
okay.
咱们开拓者也千万不能轻敌啊。哎，我这还有个小道消息，听说火花最近接了个大
Oh
商
my
单
god, that
哎
artwork!
那我倒要看看这位乐园一姐能整出什么活了。
哎，除了上面2位啊，还有一些势力也来到了2项乐园，比如我们的老朋友星河猎手，
The
这次
Celeron
派出的角
Hunters,
色
yep.
是
Someone
银
who
狼
can
和
just
刃，而且除了剧本上的任务啊，他们2个似乎还另有其他的目的。
刃嘛，倒是不好说。哎，但这个游戏的世界听着就很像是银狼的主场。哎，我记得之前那个前瞻前的 PV 里啊， 银狼还放下豪言，说
Yeah.
什么要怎么收场就由不得剧本之类的。他到底是说着玩玩的，还是认真的呀？
Well, if this was say Punk Love, then this would obviously still be
毕竟之前银狼一直都在
Soul's
打辅
home.
助嘛，这回到了欢愉的世界，没准人家可要展示真正的操作了。
那就期待他大显身手了
啊！除此之外，二项乐园的名侦探不死兔先生
Yeah,
会以他自己的方式
Ashvale.
参与这场
Okay.
游戏
哎，来了，你看本地人来了。众所周知啊，有名侦探的地方就会有意外啊，那说明这个游戏不出意外的要出意外了呗。
放心，还有公司兜底呢。
哎，是的，名义上二项乐园也是公司的属地，由战略投资部管理。公司希望以幕后操盘手的身份来影响整场游戏。
战略投资部，那也就是说，
实行10人珍珠是乐园的首席执行官。
Yeah.
列车抵达时，他
Pearl's
会
gonna be
以东道主
involved.
的
Of
身份
course she
迎接
is.
开拓者等人。
看来这场幻乐游戏的阵容真的很豪华呀！啊，看到这里啊，我就只剩下一个疑惑了，也就是在我们前瞻前的 PV 里啊，除了二项乐园，知更鸟还提到过一个地名千星城，这又是……
哎，那就到了预告环节。4.0 版本有关欢愉的开拓任务
Well then.
同样会持续1年，而这次故事的舞台就不止二项乐园一个世界了。下半年，列车还将去往星际和平娱乐的总部，也是公司的度假胜地千星城，敬请期待故事的发展吧。
Wait, what?
好。哎，不过二项乐园是不是还有一个地方没
The
介绍啊
IPC has a holiday
对
location?
了对了，欢愉酒馆还没讲呢。
哎，你懂我。那我们先稍事休息一下啊，等会儿再为大家呈现更多二项乐园的精彩实况。
OK，那按照惯例，导播来放兑换码吧。
Okay, first redemption code is dropping. Really? That is the.
好紧张啊！
别紧张，别紧张，我更紧张。
你站起来动会儿吧。
大家第一次都这样。
活动。
一会儿吃饭了，一会儿吃饭。行，那我先回休息室休息一会儿。
好，拜拜。
歇会儿。
拜，辛苦了。
辛苦了。
Really? Hold on. Ah ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
我喜欢你的出场方式。欢
Right.
迎来到欢愉。
I would need. I need to type that
老
out
师，你们怎么也在这儿呀？
another way because I didn't have enough time to
大家
compute
好，我是
that.
战斗设计菜菜。
I didn't have
这个干
enough.
什么呀，露露老师？
随便
坐呀。
随便坐。
不是我坐这儿吗？
啊，这可是欢愉酒馆啊，没有那么多乱七八糟的。
Yeah,
想坐哪
I
坐
couldn't
坐吧
compute that.
不是，刚咱不是说这是一个酒馆吗？
啊，
那为什么有这么多马桶在这儿？
这里面是有说法的，我来带大家。
Well, looks like I'll be using
欢愉
Big Oil
酒馆
Lab app
又
for
名
that.
世界尽头酒馆，是假面语者非常重要的社交场所，更是能帮助来客们倾吐烦恼的所在。简单来说呢，
Golden
就是让大家
toilet
释放坏情绪的地方。很多匪夷所思的事情啊，在这里发生都不会奇怪。对。听说我们这里酒桶里装的饮料都是语者们用硝环酿成的。
是的，是的。虽然入口看起来
Cheers
跟其他正常的酒馆差不多，但里面别有洞天。除了语者之外呢，只有极具幽默感的客人才能进来。头顶上绚烂的 disco 大灯球
Yes, the
宾客
disco
们狂欢的
ball.
舞池，都是语者们能常年保持乐观心态的秘诀。
毕竟有位著名的假面语者曾说过嘛，如果生活残酷，那就摇。
They better not make the next one just as bad, you know.
我刚才真的很认真的、很严肃的在听二位这个讲解啊。
我们也很认真啊。
我现在觉得你们俩病得不轻。
The fact that there's a disco in this is actually
无论
kind
来
of
的是
good.
假面语者还是其他客人啊，酒馆都为大家提供了24小时不间断的病房服务。如果你在
They've
酒馆
got a
里面想什么
hospital?
名字就可以来这里看看。我听说啊
Right
有些同事上班上疯了，也会来酒馆里面病房躺一躺，啊，缓和一下。
人之常情。
咱们都这样了吗？
非常认真。
酒馆的大门其实与诸多世界相
They're
连。
really
如果
using
不喜欢
toilets
病房
as
的话呢，
chairs.
这里还有许多
Right
主角
then.
房间。
对，非常方便。
And the
房间
golden
里还蕴含着
trash.
许多语者们的藏品，虽然不知道他们意欲何为，比如这里就摆放着一只
Giant
巨大的
Cellulade
星虫可供参观。
不是这都什么
对，
跟什么呀
看着就？非常的值钱。
我原本真的以为咱们这个欢愉酒馆是一个非常严肃的各位假面语者们在这里交流一些心神秘
So
闻
weird
探讨欢愉哲学的一个地方。
非常严肃。
They really had to put in all the games on this, didn't they?
对，而且酒馆听起来呢，更多是会遇到奇怪的同伴，找 NPC 接任务的地方。
这个倒是的，
对的，对的。既然人都到齐了，我们2位 NPC 就给大家讲点情报吧。
哎，好呀，好呀，好呀。
在2项乐园的世界中呢， 所到之处皆是欢愉，甚至连战斗也都在欢愉星神的注视之下。
哎，这么一说，我倒是想起来。
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
请阿哈时不时来看看有没有乐子。
你说的对，哪里有乐子啊，哪里就有阿哈。每当我们队伍中出
Yeah.
现欢愉命途的角色，或在挑战一些怪物时呢，战斗就会产生笑点啊。
这不仅
What the heck is that enemy?
当他看得兴起，还会亲自下场，领衔出演阿哈时刻。在此期间呢，他会带领队伍中欢愉命途的角色同台表演大。
Yeah, I know that this is the new
看
mechanic.
瑶光在阿哈的带领下，瑶光为敌人沾得了胸签，使敌方全体受到的伤害提高。
Yeah, basically, when the elation when the AHA instant happens, all your characters are elation paths, all attack, and then it gives you extra damage.
对敌人造成多段弹射伤害。
当表演结束
But you're basically using skills to actually
当少啊，看爽了。
stuff to actually increase your
然后处于增益
elation,
状态
if
下
that
的
makes
欢愉角色
sense.
们呢，还会获得额外的能力
哦。听起来我们这个欢愉命途真是卧虎藏龙啊。
那必须的。
先说瑶光吧，他是个非常与众不同的将军，身上没有上位者的压迫感，做事呢很有自己的风格。相信在 4.0 版本的故事中，大家也一定能感觉出这位将军行事的妙处。
确实啊，我觉得他的思考模式就很奇妙。
I do like her design,
但
don't
是
get me
呢
wrong.
这个卜算并不是玄学胡猜，他能获悉
Very sophisticated but intelligent at the
这些
same
信息啊
time.
经过密集的演算推占后，让他做出最有利于当下的判断。
哎，那用咱们现代人的话来说，这是不是就是大数据啊？
大数据
啊！不过我看他身上有很多这个雀灵的纹样啊，哎，这个是不是跟他的能力有什么关系
It's nice when they actually have a lot more design to certain characters, you
也是
know?
他占卜能力的来源。战斗中，瑶光会使用雀灵
And that's her
向敌人
weapon.
发
It
起攻击
literally looks like
对相邻的敌人
feather
造成伤害的
arrows.
同时，恢复更多的
That's
能
actually
量。
pretty cool.
而吉胸签是瑶光把控战局
One
的
thing I
重
do
要
like
道
about
具。
Star
他
Rail
的战
against
绩
Genshin,
将展开
the
一个挂
weapons
满
feel
吉
more
符与
unique.
好运签的结界，为我方带来增益的同时呢，还能让队伍获得笑点。
嚯，吉星高照！啊，在这个吉符的照耀下，作战的气势都不一样了啊！我的气势也不一样，我感觉我的运势在蹭蹭的往上涨啊！
没错没错，最重要的来喽！瑶光的终结技，除了能让我方的队伍获得笑点之外呢，还会立刻获得一次额外回合的阿哈时刻，并为我方全体队友添加战斗增益。
Yeah, she's our elation
是不是也
buffer,
意味着阿
basically.
哈可以带着我们的欢愉队友们多表演一系列的欢愉技呢？
啊，那是当然。如果再加上队伍本身的阿哈时刻啊，甚至可以让欢愉队友们连续开启2轮表演。
哦，不愧是咱们的瑶光将军啊，倍儿有面儿。
那毕竟是福神啊。听说
Yep,
阿哈来
limitless
了，先都
possibilities
是
for
要拜了
weapons. You're
瑶
not
光再
wrong.
走。
有这么一回事吗？啊，不过咱们这个话说回来啊，刚才看这个孔雀开屏的效果，我觉得真的是太惊艳了啊！这个吉福还身啊
I swear, if one of the redemption codes ends up being aha, 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 I like it,
瑶光的
I'll
欢
be
愉
like,
技
oh
会
my
向敌人
god.
掷出胸签，让全体敌方受到的伤害提高。
Okay, so that's her elation skill, and recovers additional skill points. Okay.
话说独乐乐不如众乐乐，瑶光
Okay, so this actually works out well.
能额外造成1次欢愉伤害，若该攻击消耗了战绩点，伤害则会进一步增加哦。
哦，所以我
The fact that they're showing Archer in this
没错
as well. By the way, Archer, best hunt character in the
大家的
game,
财运也会源源不断哦。
in my opinion.
哎，只要瑶光位于队伍中，击碎地图中的可破坏物时，就会立刻获得红包。哇，开启秘籍再进入战斗，瑶光还可以自动触发战绩的结界哦。
不是这个财运真得接一下了吧？啊，接一下。
Well, the thing is, because of the Nova Flare buffs we're
那我
getting
们
for
再来看看
Sparkle,
另一位乐子人吧，就是我们
Archer's gonna be even better.
二项乐园的网络主播啊，火花。
Oh my god, they got a Sparksy plush.
就是整活吸引流量，用放肆疯狂来形容这位主播啊，是再合适不过了。作为欢愉世界的顶流，火花的粉丝数
Oh, there's the idol animation that everyone
平时
loves.
他也会积极营业，回馈粉丝们的支持与喜爱哦。
哎呦，好可爱的舞蹈呀！
火花一定很感谢你的支持，
所以记得多去直播间给主播刷刷礼物哦。
在哪儿呢？
当然是在战斗里了。 对火花来说呢，直播自己与敌人
Yeah, I like the
战斗
fact
画面
that
是再
she
好不过的
her
掌控
skill
性
literally
开
is
启
an
战争呢，火
actual
花将
live
直接进入
stream
直播间，与
reaction
敌人
thing.
展开紧张刺激的 PK 打宝。在此期间呢，每点按一次战绩按钮，都会为火花刷出随机的礼物。运气好的话，还有可能刷出超级大物件。
This is so weird
我以为你
sometimes.
刚才是开玩笑的，这真能刷礼物啊？咱
真能刷。
哦，那有可能连续出火箭吗？
运气好的话，当然是有可能的啦。刷礼物的时候啊，战绩点消耗的越多，队伍能获得的笑点就越多，也能大幅提高 PK 结算的伤害。
Yeah, she's gonna be skill point heavy, but it's not a bad thing.
主播火花也在与敌人的 PK 中大获胜利。
是的，不同的礼物也会为队伍恢复不同的
I
笑
mean,
点和战绩点。都是随机
Yeah,
的
I
纯
can
靠运气
understand that, Chief, but at the same time, it makes sense because obviously you've got a lot of streamers that are very popular
火
in
花在阿
Japan.
哈时刻中呢，会
And
开
because
启热闹的抽
This
奖
is supposed to be
除了
based
对
on
敌方
Japan
全体造
before
成
they
大
changed
量
the
伤害，
name,
还
yeah.
会对敌人造成多段弹射伤害。它的终结技会用超大的手指棒把敌人拍扁，对敌方全体造
And
成
there's
伤
the
害
giant
并且
hand.
笑点。好活当赏
That's
状
the
态
ban
下，
hammer.
在 PK 中刷出一次礼物，都会在结算时对随机一
Tier 3
个目标
subject,
造成
pretty
欢愉
much.
伤害。终结技呢也会额外造成欢愉伤害。
哎，这个手指棒有什么说法吗？
哦，这个是
I
二
do
上乐
love her
园非常
aesthetic.
流
It
行的网
is so
络文化。
good.
你会发现火花经常用它来点赞、点彩，还有敲打敌人。
非常好
Yeah, thumbs down on the
地图中
enemy.
释放秘技，火花还会把敌人拉黑，让敌人无法发现我们。进入战斗后，会对敌方全体造成伤害，并获得战绩点。
Okay.
我刚才看到
She
队伍
gains
里的
skill points
火
as soon as she uses her
看起来
technique.
好像跟之
Okay,
前
that's
不太一
pretty
样
cool.
啊，这个是怎么回事呢？
花火火花嘛，
哦，
在这儿开个玩笑，开个玩笑。在4.0版本啊，花火、黑天鹅两位角色将
Yep,
会
there's the
迎来
information that we know
刚刚
about
大家在画面
Sparkle
中看
and
到有加强后的
Black Swan being buffed.
首先，花火的终结技能为
Yep,
全队恢复
six
6
skill
点
points
战绩
instead
点
of 4 skill
你出的战绩
points.
点还能储存起来，
And they can
在
be
队友
stored
回合
as well as
结
they
束时进行补
overflow,
充
which is
并且
really
满足一
good.
定条件之后呢，花火释放战绩还能不消耗战绩点。
And if you use
此
so
外
many
它
skill
的战
points in a
绩持续
turn,
时间
her
也会
skill
延长
goes
至2 回
off
合。
without using a skill point,
哦，
making
怪
her
不得
so
刚才
much
是
more
花火火
reliable.
花的啊！这个配对里面虽然在狠狠的给主播刷礼物，但是这个战绩点并没有出现不够的情况
Yeah,
啊。
the fact that
这俩人
Sparkle is
真是这个
getting
左脚踩
so
右脚啊。
much reliability is
那
good.
再来看看加强后的黑天鹅吧，它可以使我方全体更快地为敌人叠加奥技，并且可以结算超出上限层数的奥技，从而造成更高的伤害。此外呢，
Yeah,
奥技在
I'm
回
glad
合开
that
始时
Black
能
Swan's
够
being
保留更
buffed.
多的
She
层
needed
数，
the
不
buff. She
会
was the
重置
weakest
回
member on
1
the
层啊。
dot team.
是的。另外啊，黑天鹅能够使我方全体造成的伤害
But we
提
still
高，
need a
使整个
dot
队伍输出
sustain,
更上一
in
层。
my opinion.
好的，感谢二位老师。那接下来让我们一起看看4.0版
Okay,
本的卡池
4.0
信息
版
吧
of info.
首
This is
先
what I
呢
want to
，2
say.
月13日
So
开服后，
Yao
限定
Guan
五星角色
makes
瑶光以及
sense.
限定5星光锥，当他决定探
Okay,
剑
so
的
Pella,
破局
Hanya,
概率将
and
会提升。
Qingchui.
那么
Okay.
值得注意的是，瑶光及其光锥的卡池将实
Throughout
现整个4.0版
Version
本。
4.0,
第
yep,
一
that's
期的月
confirmed
签
it.
活动也将开
Evernight
始。
rerun. Okay,
限定
that's
5
pretty
星角
good.
色长夜月、
Wait,
彩色鹰、
High
黑天鹅
Sun's
将
rerun
会
and
同
Black
时复刻
Swan rerun.
限定5星光锥至长夜的星光、海洋为何而歌、
Well
重
then.
塑时光之翼也将复刻。
而3月3日起将开启第2期月签
Starting
活动，
March the 3rd,
限定5星角
okay.
色火花与限
That
定
makes
5星光锥
sense.
花花世界迷人眼的获取概率也将会提升。第2期特殊的月签活动也将开启，
Ceridra, Rapper,
限定
and
5星角色
Sparkle
特
are
利德拉、
rerun.
爆破、
Oh
花火以
my
及限定5星
god.
光锥。惊险
I'm
迷惑的
screwed.
时
I
代
want Rapper
魔
as
法
well.
界缭乱破魔，游戏城环将会复刻。
4.0版本也新增了2张欢愉命途的4星光锥，
Yeah, we know the
历
two
险记
4-star
和
light
今日
codes as
好手
well
气，
about
以及2张
no.
3星欢愉光锥。
形迹材料也有所更新，新增
Yeah,
了
trace
平面命
materials,
途的
yep,
形
that
迹
makes
材料、
sense.
天谴血毛系列，以及
Okay,
欢愉
that's
命途
pretty
的
decent.
形迹材料荣荣号典藏版合集系列。在4.0版本期间，开拓者还可以使用
Yeah,
其他
yeah,
命途材料
they mentioned this for a
1:1
limited
兑换一定数量
amount.
的荣荣号
You
系
get
列
1 to
欢愉命途
1
形迹材料哦。
ratio.
我就准备换了之后用来提升瑶光或者火花的形迹。
4.0版本也会有全
New
新的
relics,
器
yep,
副本
we saw this
魔
coming as
毡
well.
致敬侵蚀隧洞，可以获取闪耀功勋的魔法少女和应天射远的捕者2套全新仪器。这个版本还有双倍活动，方便
Nice,
开拓者
nice.
获
We
得
know
更多
about
养
that's
成材
good
料。
always
好
to，have.
感谢2位老师们。那说回这个2项乐园啊，除了咱们这个立场迥异的角色们，我们是不是也应该少不了跟
Yeah, Eric Glorious Magical Girl， yep。
确实是打交道。
啊，
先来看看热度最高的一位吧。 火花大会，
Sparksycon
它是火花收集众多愿力后进化的形态。开拓者将参与到这场热闹的实时直播。
毕竟这个世界里没有什么
This is
是
a
不能用
new
流量
enemy?
解决的。他会邀请我放一名幸运儿进入内场直播间，与他来上一场人气 PK。
这意思是说我方队伍还会分别在2个场地作战吗？
没错。外场的队员们呢，可以通过直播屏幕来协助内场这位正在参加 PK 的队友，帮助他提高热度。
哦，我懂了，连麦 PK。
A live stream showdown.
在内场
Really?
中获胜呢，队伍会获得一次额外的啊哈时刻。不过万一队员在 PK 中失败了，那就要接受主播的惩罚喽。
除了流量至上的火花大会之外啊，还有一些有趣的换造种生命，比如说这只沉浸在绘画
What the actual heck is
它会在
that?
战斗中肆意地展开艺术创作，虽然画技比较堪忧。
That looks
还有因
freaky.
当地时尚潮流而生的攻击性阅读物，会播放变身咒语的全自动魔仙棒等等。
当然了，这其中最有趣的还要当属狸猫记者，他会出没在各种意想不到的地方，鬼鬼祟祟地跟踪我们，试图获取第一手。
Right,
被发现
okay.
后呢，狸猫会机灵地藏起来，仔细观察身边不同寻常的地方，就能揪出它们，友好地交流一下子啦。
那么感谢2位老师给我们带来这么多情报。那么接下来呢，到了我们这个看动画片的
Now
时
it's
间了。
also time to watch some
那咱们
cartoons.
先休息休息。
休息休息。
Okay,
有
so
很多有趣
it's
的
the
玩法
second part of
带给
the
我们的
special
开拓者。
program
来，
finished.
给你一个。
哟，谢谢哥。
好嘞，
好嘞，
那让我们稍后见。
Oh my god. Okay. What the actual heck? That's a mecha. Okay, that one was easy to get a hold of. That's the Sam armor. That is literally the Sam armor, but in full black. They're literally talking about a freaking gut. Oh my god.
The conductor still couldn't hold on.
How long are we going to be depressed?
We can't go back to the past. March! The conductor can still be saved. Let's go!
Right.
Trailblazing is just getting started.
开拓者好，欢迎回到真快
Emotional
现场，欢迎2位新朋友。
Oh my
好
god.
是生态
I'm just seeing where they're sitting.
开拓者好，我是玩法设计金鱼。
欢迎2位。不过我刚刚就想问了，咱们这现在是在哪儿呢？
准确的说，我们现在就在2次元 Jump 的平台上。
毕竟在欢愉新城的游乐场嘛，发生什么都不意外。
哦，2次元 Jump，我们现在在2次元了吗？
没错，2项乐园曾一度沉入画中世界
Right, okay.
被公司打捞出来后，这便是那幅行星级画卷在现实的残余。在2维领域，人和换造种的画风都会变化。
This feels like we're just playing 2-bit, well, 64-bit Mario, isn't it? At
超
this
进
point.
入在10秒内完成通勤什么的。跨越次元壁进入2维后，开拓者
Oh
就
my
化身
god.
开拓
Yeah,
妖
that
精，
makes sense.
通过 jump 来探索。
Also, hold on, I'll
哎，
just
我们这就有膝盖了。不光可以原地跳
ban that
跃，
account
还可以在空中连跳，
because
前往以往
obviously
完全无法想象的地方。
3年了，我等了3年了。哎，我们这开拓者的膝盖终于给它装上了，这何尝不是一种开拓精神呢？
啊，是的。
Jesus.
而且呢，开拓妖精还有很多。
Well, I tell you one thing. I know somebody who will be actually happy about this
观察里
because
的
they're
各
into
种机关啊、物
platformers.
件啊互动。比如说你左边那个其实是一个炸弹按钮。
那我离它远点。
不仅如此，特定关卡内技能还可以升级，比如弓箭升级后会变成马桶揣子，能砌在墙上当立足点，是不是非常科学？
不，等会儿，马桶揣子，不愧是啊哈的这个游乐场，确实有活儿啊。不过虽然但是啊，那么多经典的游戏，比如超级洛索这些啊，我们小时候都玩过了。 咱们有啥不一样
Well, then they were talking
这个
about
问题
Mario,
我们也
Sonic,
并不满足
and
于重温电子游戏早期的
something else I couldn't
我
remember.
们希望借助2D 视角和平台跳跃的操作模式，来重塑大家熟悉的3D 乡土探索。
Yeah, like I say, someone I know is definitely going to enjoy this because they're into
超级冒
platformer
10秒完成战
games.
班通勤是吧？
未来2次元 Jump 还会随版本更新加入更多机制和关卡，开拓妖精也会有新形态、
Yeah,
新技
Trailblaze form will
在
get new
2项乐园
forms and
永远会有新的
such.
乐
Okay.
子在等着大家。
Sounds like a Digimon, really.
而且大家放心，我们主打的就是轻松有趣、畅快
Yep,
跑跳，甚至
Sonic
是
Mario
单纯的观景。
Mega
有了
Man.
膝盖之后呢，
But it's a
快去平时
platforming
去不了的地
aspect, so
方
it
看
makes
看那里的风
sense.
景吧。如果不擅长跳跃也不用担心，
And
主
the
线
most
里
famous
有一
ones
键
in
开拓功
Japan,
能，
you
能
know.
直接传送到达目的地。
这个听着好呀，这个感觉好方便啊。
Oh,
当然，
that's a
我们也为喜欢
toilet.
挑战的玩家准备了高难度关卡。
Oh my god, they actually got a Game Boy Advance.
说不定
Hello?
会出现在好友排行榜上哦。
哎，那
They literally had the Game Boy
如果我真的不
Advance
擅
as
长
an
跳跃怎么办
actual
这个奖励我
display.
还能拿吗？
也是会有一些小手段可以降低难度的嘛。你可以通过在地图中寻找陈灵，开启游戏机的金手指模式，来大幅降低难度。
哎，好哎，如果是这样的话，那我就一定要去试一试了。
而除了2次元
Yeah,
上，
this literally
这个世
is
界还有一
Japan
项叫做2次元 rotate 的
region.
游戏。
Just has to
在
be
探索过程
renamed.
中，我
Just
们
had to
会
be
遇到一
renamed
些
and
失
all
去
that.
了色彩的幻造种，他们急需开拓者的帮助。
这个 jump 好理解，就是上
But
面
yeah, there was no way they could actually do a
那 rotate 的
full
意思是旋转
change, you know,
这
because
又
it
是
would
怎
be
么玩的呢？
impossible to do that.
在2次元 rotate 中，我们能够旋转视角，
Oh my
让关
god.
卡
This
呈
is
现出
actually
不同的
reminds me
形
of
态
another.
道路，帮助我
This
们
reminds me of
解
another
答
game, but I
被
can't
染色
remember what it was
固化的
called.
结构
But there is a game that
回
has
收
a
结构上的
similar
原料
mechanic
就
to
能
it.
帮助幻造种
We have to
恢
turn the
复它们
camera to
原本的色
actually
彩，
change the
收获它们
platform
的
and
感谢
everything.
和奖励。
That's the one. Thank you,
感觉这
Truth.
个视角的转动
Fez.
好奇妙啊！相当于关卡有4个面，然后每个面看过去都是一个不同的场景。
没错。而当我们体验完一张地图中所有的2次元 rotate 关卡之后呢，会发现恢复色彩的幻造种们都来到了一处造型别致的微缩景观当中。
Okay.
与微缩景观对话，还能进入由各个小关卡组合而成的小世界。
Okay, so that's how you get the
那难道
Fez
说还有一些神奇
platformers.
的2项
Okay.
乐园的小秘密藏在里面？
那我们还是要保持一些新鲜感，不剧透更多了。
Yeah,
就请各位
that's
开拓
fair.
者
That's fair.
亲自到
Don't
游戏
tell us
中进
everything.
行体验吧。
好，我还留意到刚刚的关卡里啊，好像到处都能捡到一些金币。哎，你看那儿就有一个，哎，它们有什么用呢？
有的有的，我们能在娱乐广场的商店中用金币兑换一些小奖励。
Okay, this is the world
商
shop
店里的
then.
奖励
This is
也
the
会在
world
后
shop.
续版本中持续更新，玩越多赚越多。
啊，还能拿奖励，那我更要猛猛探
Well,
索2
sort
次元
of
了。
like a world shop.
是的，那在
Anyways,
探索
we're
2
close
次元之
enough to
余
it.，
开拓者还可以与朋友们来上一
Yeah, we
局
just
轻松愉快的银河战力岛。
Pretty
战力
much.
党，这又是什么？把银河里的名
I don't
人
think they
放在
will,
一起
but you know.
评个战力，从航到拉。
不是，这可是2项乐园，光是战力评分那也太不欢愉了，对吧？银河战力党是一款基于2项乐园民间对宇宙各路
New
传
little
奇人士
game.
的认知
Okay.
创作而来的桌面卡牌游戏。
An
在2项乐园
original
非常流行
tabletop
就连
card
欢乐酒
game.
馆里也有好多人
Okay.
在玩。我们可以跟这个世界中的很多角色或者是 NPC 啊进行交互，抓他们一起打牌。
啊，这不就是那个最经典
Why
的
does
任务
this
做到一半
remind me of
哎我先来把
the
牌。
看来你很懂吗
card game
就
from
是这样。
那
Genshin?
我
This
看
is
这
what
些
it
卡牌都
reminds
做
me
的
of.
好漂亮啊！到底该
Actually,
怎么玩呢？有什么牌组之类的说法吗？
similar,
是规则非常
but
简单，
not far off.
每张
I'll
卡牌
imagine.
有着各自的技能和属性。每局开始，我们也只需要上场1张卡牌，先揪骰子摇点数，满足特定需求的骰子组合，就可以让技能生效。几轮攻防下来，对方生命值归零，
Okay.
就算你赢。
感觉这个整体节奏还
Yeah,
挺快
it
可以随时
seems
随地
very
来上一
similar
盘
to the
速战速决
Genshin one.
那在4.0的版本活
And
动
that's the
上头了战力党中
event.
开拓者就
Okay,
可以
that's
和我们的
pretty
新老朋友
good.
一起体验
Oh,
轻松快乐的
character
战力党
selected
玩法。
4-star.
通过这个活动，开拓者可以集齐银河
Envelope
战力
I
党
just saw
在
there.
4.0版本上线的所有
Hello,
卡牌哦。
太
Firefly.
好了，我们收集党啊就喜欢这个。哎
Firefly
阳光
fan,
将军也爱
obviously.
玩这个吗？
Right here.
作为玉雀杯牌艺大赛幕后组织者兼多届魁首，我觉得他喜欢这个也是非常正常的。
确实，虽然是出差啊，但看得出来姚老板对这次行程已经乐在其中了。
I do like this event.
除了摇
It
滚战力之
actually
外，还会有其他的新朋友，
feels my
以及热
aesthetic
伯格的一
as
些
such.
老朋友会在
Wait,
活动
Zile,
中
where did you come
在
from?
这儿也就不多展开了，请大家自己在游戏中体验吧。
好，真是非常期待跟大家一起打牌啊。
那除了这个世界丰富
Right,
的游戏体
okay.
验之外呢，还有一处特别的杂志社
Magazine
里面
Publishing
有一群
Company.
狸猫
Oh
在苦等开拓者
my
的到来。
哎
god.
这就是我们刚刚见到的那个《黎
Are
明周
we
刊》的编辑总部吗？
没
actually
错，这群狸
been
猫
an
想拜
actual
托开拓者
magazine
来拯
editor?
救濒临倒闭的杂志社，成为他们的新任老大。
可不是嘛，开
Oh
拓者再不来，
my
杂志社的公共
god.
财产要被一小部分坏狸猫偷偷给卖光了都。
哎，不是，怎么还整得这么凄惨呀？
我来解释一下，毕竟在一个流量的世界里，媒体竞争很激烈。这家小杂志社呢，原来也写过一些黑稿啊，请过水军什么的。
So we're becoming
借
a
口吵架
magazine
经
editor,
营出
basically.
现
That's what it's basically saying
啊
to
这
us.
样啊，那请我们来做社长，是要帮他跟仇家打架吗？
哎，不，我们还是和气一点，想办法呢，用杂志的
The
销
fact
量
that we got to
我建议
beat off
先
enemies
从
as a
经营的网
magazine
站开始
editor,
用一些
I'm
震
like
惊体的
immediately
标
like,
题
is this
抢夺流量制
Yakuza
造
again?
爆款
All
这是
over.
最基本的手
Like
法。
the
而
Yakuza
开拓者
series.
社长作为幻月游戏的热门参赛候选，幻月游戏的第一手独家消息，也是绝佳的新闻素材。离离记者们会持续追踪幻月游戏，发布阶段性采
Oh
访，
my
还会
god.
对当期热点角色进行专访，在制造热度方面打出一套组合拳。
Oh, this is so
哦
weird.
哎，那这个版本是不是能看到火花跟瑶光的专题报道啊？
没错，这些专题后续的版本呢，也都会持续进行更新。
Okay,
离离们在追
so
热
this will
点
be
上
updated
非
every
常专业。
version. Okay, that's
那
decent.
我就放心了，杂志社复兴指日可待。
除了大型专题，杂志社还可以挖掘二维式的
So
各
this
类
must give
本
you
地生活
rewards,
热
but
点
obviously it's not
带粉
like
丝种草、拔草、探店必胜
a
等等的。你会看到
limited
一部
reward,
分
if that
经理
makes
之手
sense.
引领二项乐园潮流风向标热帖的诞生。
是的，作为社长，开拓者也并不是单打独斗，你可以亲自面试离离员工，让他们成为你的贴心助手。
Oh
当然，
my
如果你想
god,
的话，
this
也可以
looks
刁难
so
他们，比如说
weird.
给狸猫出题
They look
让他
so
们给五个
weird.
小
I
时
am
思维审查
sorry.
或者是抓住
They
那
look like they
些
just came out of
狸猫
Animal
开展
Crossing.
教育
I will say that gladly. They do look like they just came out of Animal
我看
Crossing.
这儿还有一台电脑，这个是做什么的呀？
打开电脑，你可以便捷地浏览到二维市最近有哪些热点，比如说有关于换造种的求助啊，或是都市奇谈等等。选择感兴趣的热点信息，开拓者们可以前往线下参与实际调查了，并且发布一手新闻。
啊，懂了。
Right,
支线任务
okay.
跟探索事件的集合入口是吧？哎，不知道玩什么的时候就直接过来看一看，就能一箭之答。
随着离离报社的逐步
Okay,
做大做强，
more
也能获
rewards.
得许多
Okay,
的
that's
奖励。
fair.
努力和狸猫们一起成为二项乐园最时尚、最潮流、最八卦的新媒体吧。
是时候让《黎黎周刊》扭亏为盈了。
好。而为了让开拓者尽快熟悉二项乐园，狸猫们也
Okay
设计了一个二项乐园的必玩宝，跟随指引完成任务进行打卡，还能将更多奖励收
Oh
入
my
囊中。
god.
好哎，能玩的东西的确很多，这下可以一次性玩个够了。
哎，慢慢来，不着急。
Plenty of events then.
那接下来再看看大
Currency
型
Wars
的
update.
更新
Let's
在
go.
4.0版本货币战争零和
Love this game
将
mode.
迎来首次
Got addicted to
太
it.
好了，我们需要更多的货币战争。
确实很需要了。
这不就来了？本次扩充中
Okay,
晋升等级上
so
限提升到了110级。
level 110. Okay, it's going by 30
最
levels.
高职级也开放到了 A830可供挑
Oh,
战。
okay.
本次扩充中
And Dahlia, Yao Guan, and Sparksy have all been added to it. Let's
将
go.
会作为新员工提供全新的对局体验。
啊，还有4.0版本的新角色呀！这么说，开服当天就能在货币战争里体验到火花了？
是可以的。这3位角色
So
呢
basically,
会
we can
在
try
4.0
Yao
版本
Guan and
当天
Sparksy
加入
without,
当天就能玩到。随着
you
新
know,
角色的加
worried
入，
about it
部分
straight
击败的
away.
效果也会有所更新，会带来更多的体验。比如在瑶光
But
火花
the
加入
break
后
teams are going to
我
be
们最
so
高
much
可以
more
组成
powerful
8
because of
战
Dahlia
绩点击败
activate.
届时抽到大奖和特别奖的概率将会额外提升。火花的角色赋能啊，会使他拥有一个专属的欢愉技，
Okay.
对局中使用不
Okay.
同等级的金矿砸向敌人，
She gets
并
this
有可能为队伍带来
exclusive
更多
skill
的金
in
矿
this
奖励。
mode.
好热
Okay.
闹啊，还能开出采矿啊！哎
Jesus
我现在就想试试这个
Christ.
新队伍了。
仙州羁绊也会因瑶光的加入带来队员
Okay,
调整。
so we're
期待
getting
开拓者
Bond
在游戏中体验了。
updates
除了
as
新增的
well,
角
so
色
that's
之外
good.
本次货币战争还增加了
Expert
专家顾问
advisor
的
mechanic.
全新机制
Okay.
加拉赫、青雀、停云会成为
Okay,
4.0版本的
okay.
专家顾问。他们
That
各
makes
自拥有
sense.
专属的投资环境或投资策略，会为对局提供独特的玩法效果。
是的。
Okay,
他
so
们
the
初始并不会
expert
出现在商店的刷新
well,
中
the，
但通过投资环
advisors
境、投资策略或者专家要求
give off
函
extra
招募他们
effects.
就能
Okay,
够
that
正
makes
常地在
sense.
商店中购买它们了。
啊，专家反
Whether
应。
that
对的
does, I don't
他
know.
们拥有之前所属的羁绊，一样可以升星带装备的。
那本次扩充呢，更新了总计39个投资环境与投资策略，
So they got
比如白
new
鹤的轮回布置
things for that
精
as
确的
well.
摸个鱼吧等等，会带来一些有趣的新体验。部分角色的羁绊、费用、站位和赋能也都有所调整，一些羁绊和角色也获得了加强。开拓者
Yeah,
可以
they have
重新
actually
复述
buffed
公告
up Sparkle and Black Swan's
真是辛苦了，辛苦
uh,
了，一口气
kits
说了这
as
么
well,
多
so they've been
感谢二
affected
位
in
老师
this.
带来的情报，我已经迫不及待的。哎，这灯怎么回事？灯光老师，
Oh, the security you got here is not bad.
Civil Wolf.
Took me a whole 15 seconds to crack.
Hello,
Gotta be real
Melissa
with
Fawn.
you. Your currency wars isn't half bad. I played the new update. Actually pretty fun. But it still wasn't satisfying enough.
What?
So I went ahead and removed the damage cap for a single hit. There. Just like that. You're welcome. Just wanted to let you know that it's not a bug. I did that. Don't give the programmers a hard time. Bye-bye.
They're removing the damage cap.
等会儿，刚才那个是好像是他，没错。哎，不过他刚刚是不是说了什么不得了的事情啊？哎，你代码让人黑了，你知道吗？
我刚知道。
先别了，先别了，二次元信号也不好。
Signals bad in the 2D world.
在4.0版本，查分宇宙千面英雄也增加了双倍的绘制和洞察模式，
Fair.
帮助开拓者更快速。
Oh yeah, because Divergent Universe is ending after 4.0. That's why.
那么，随着开拓之旅即将踏入
But they've been
2项乐园
replaced with another
我们经
one.
常使用的日
From
常
what
系
I've
统
been
功能
told.
也迎来了一波优化。
Well, from what we've
首
been
先
aware
是我
of,
们每
anyways.
天都会做的委托派遣，
assignments
4.0 版本开始，
updated,
可以随
okay.
时收取物资，随时进行派遣，不再有固定时间限制和角色限制。
Okay.
太好了，有时候上线一看还差一点点时间啊，确实
That's
很难受
actually good.
以后啊
That's
就方
good.
便多了。
是这样的。除此之外，4.0 版本
Yeah,
还
I
新
love
增
the
了
fact
仪器
that
词
we're
条
now
和
able to
资
see
源
the
功能
final
所有仪
stat
器都将可以
before
直接
even
看到
upgrading
未
it
激活
now.
的属性词条。
真不错，要不要强化变得更加直观，不用再加3堵词条了？
I'm glad they've done
编
that.
队系统也会进行优化，开拓者在借朋友的角色支援时会更加的方便。车厢内的
Yeah, you can now
留声
choose
机
where the
呢
support
也会新增
character
一些白噪
places
音
as
音乐
well.
玩累了的时候，也可以在星球列车上静静的发呆休息一下。
没错，系统优化
Wait,
就
you
是
can
以
make
上
a
这些了
playlist?
我们也会持续努力，让大家的游玩体验更加舒心。
Okay.
好嘞，感谢各位老师的介绍啊，我已经迫不及待的想要进入2项乐园去体验
That's
这些
actually
新内容
good
了。
because
我知道你很急。
even though I've
我
got
们现在把
one
你
certain
送
song playing, I would love to have
怎么
the other songs playing as well.
来，看看这是什么？
好诱人的水鬼，
这啥呀？这是？
还能
Hello,
骗你不成
Mario. Yahoo!
怎么你？
Oh, hit like to beat really? 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 Of all the code names you could probably choose, hit like to beat Oh, there's so many people looking forward. I feel like a lot of people will look forward to this. Don't get me wrong. It's like I said, because I know somebody who's into platformer stuff, they're going to be super excited for this as well. Oh, he's stuck in the pipe.
二次元好玩吗？
哎呀，陈老师，别好玩不好玩的了，我建模卡住了，快来帮我一把。
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not quite Mario.
哎呦，卡死我了！哎呀，多亏你了，陈老师。
哎，你真是辛苦了。哎，那边有一个。
They're really putting in the reference of like Japanese games, you know?
阿成老师，主持人，我等你们好久啦。
哎，
开始，大家好，我是你们老朋友大伟哥。
Hello, 大伟。
大伟哥，好久不见。
哎，我刚才过来的时候啊，就看到这些东西摆在这了。
说不定是阿哈的礼物。
有可能，那一定都是好东西，我们开开看看吧。
Okay.
这是第一个。
哦。首先，2项乐园的开拓之旅即将启程，大家可以通过乐园之礼签到活动领取10连抽。
当然呢
Nice.
在4.0版本
So we're getting an extra 10 pulls. Good, good, good.
签到即可获取10连抽。
So we're getting 20 pulls from
开拓者收下
the actual thing, so that's
开始
really
期待
good.
第二个箱子的内容了，我们赶紧来看看
Second
吧。
box.
哦
Okay.
这是一份很特别的礼物哦。
哦，是什么呢？
Please
在
be.
4.0版本，阮梅女士新增了一套。
Hello?
我们一起看看整人视频吧。
I'm making a skin? Okay. I don't mind it. It doesn't look much different from our normal one, but it looks decent.
感觉这套时装啊，特别适合阮梅女士，能很好的展现出她雅韵的气质啊。
有一种冬末春初冰雪渐融的美。
是的，正如梅花总在岁末年初绽放，我们希望与开拓者一同迎接新气象，开启新一年的篇章。在4.0版本期间，开拓者只要登录游戏，
It's a free outfit.
精美的时装。
太好了，能直接免费获取。
没错，大家记得来领哦。
我觉得这身崭新的衣装啊，也是一份非常美好的祝福。
没错，那么春天快到了，我们的星穹列车也即将鸣笛，继续前行了。我一直惦记着呢，不用你们指。哎，第三个箱子感觉好重呀，里面好像有很多哦。
里面
这不是
瑶光的集签，来，
瑶光的集签，吉祥如意啊！
我也来分一点，讨个好彩头。嘿嘿，
哎，喜迎新年，姚老板祝大家福气满满，财运不断，集签常伴。他向开拓者送出了5张载满好运的集签。从4.0版本更新后，开拓者每天都可以翻开一张姚老板的集签，里面不仅包含着喜气洋洋的祝福，开拓者还能获得固定的星穹奖励，总共累积1600星穹。
感谢姚老板的红包，大吉大利！
感谢姚老板。
OK
福星高照，万事皆有好彩头。
活动期间还会有极小概率获得超大彩头。
Oh wow, there's a super big prize for 100 pulls.
万事如意，
顺顺利利。
那么新年新气象，当然也要配上新的精神面貌。我们的开拓穿搭也迎来了一波上新。
首先呢是开拓者的全新时装龙马
Trailblazer outfits, new ones. Let's
好好的展示我们焕然一新的精气神儿。
They don't look much different, but you know.
更要有好彩头。开拓穿搭的头饰也新增了不少选项。
哎，这不是火花直播间的爆款花花兔和火火菇？
I don't
戴上这个头饰
know how I feel about
竟然
that.
有6只耳朵。
没错，感觉很适合作为主播火花的粉丝应援周边呀。
I got excited for the Trailblazer outfits, and then I realized as well that they're not much different from what we've seen.
还有一个很有趣的头饰，可以看到啊，面对卡夫卡的温柔嘱托，开拓者的思路正在加载之中。
这个虽然人还在啊，但是感觉思绪已经掉线了好一会儿了。这个我喜欢。
以上开拓穿搭的
Loading
开拓者关注官方资讯。
好，那么到这里，我们的
等一下，我们还漏了一个盒子呢。
哦，对对
I was going to say.
来，哎呀，这么大的盒子
I saw a big box. Surely there was something that.
这里还有一份来自2项
Yes!
入园礼。
Yes! Let's go!
开拓者可以在景园、卡夫卡、单痕影月、净流、花火、
It's
黄泉、
real!
这7位角
It's
中
real!
免费获得。
好耶，免费获得，
记得来领哦。
愿这位伙伴能陪
Oh
开拓者
God,
在
this
接
is
下来的旅
exciting.
途中一起书写更多星辰的故事。我们开拓之旅的前方一定会有更精彩的风景。
没错，还有无数未知的世界在等待着我们。对我来说呢，虽然这已
Oh,
经
I'm
不是
so
第一次来到
excited.
一颗新的星球，但是那种期望着到达一个新世界、认识新朋友、展开新故事的那种雀跃心情啊。
Okay, so
还是
the
一如既往
Trailblazer outfit doesn't look different, but at least it's a nice different color change.
开拓之旅的开拓者
Okay.
也有一系列的更新。
So they're updating the return
让你
experience
二
optimization.
星乐园的
Okay.
故事也可以直接通过周末世界开启，立刻体验到4.0版本最新的内容。
顺着过往的足迹，欢迎开拓者重返星穹列车。
同时4.0版本预约活动现已开启，星际和平公司正在寻找
Right,
2星乐园的
okay.
欢迎奇才，超欢愉王决定战、火热开赛等你挑战。
立即扫描画面上的2维码前往预约啊，还有机会获得星穹、食物奖励等奖品。今天我们还给大家带来一则有趣的联动消息，
Collaboration
让我们来看一段短片。
Collaboration? Oh, it's this collaboration. Never mind. Not bothered. Not bothered. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say, not bothered. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not bothered now, because it's Fortnite.
命运的丝线已悄然交织，星河猎手即将抵达堡垒之夜的战场。 在4.0版本内
Unless they say these are free, I'm not bothering.
新角色外观入驻堡垒之夜。
那么更多详情请留意后续社媒公告，敬请期待吧。那么到这里，崩坏星穹铁道4.0版本前瞻特别节目就要结束了。在节目的最后，我们还有一些关于后续版本时间的信息要带给各位开拓者们。
对的，我们4.0版本确实晚了一些时间与大家见面，感谢这段时间各位的支持与耐心等待。但在星穹列车的全速航行下，4.2周年庆版本将会如期到来，恢复正常的更新节奏。
Okay.
4.1版本的持续时间将随之有。
Okay, so the duration of 4.1 will be shortened from the sounds of it.
各位开拓者，我们的星穹列车即将跃迁，抵达下一站2项乐园。
期待各位来体验，创造属于你的欢愉时刻，收获独属于你的惊喜与欢笑。
各位开拓者，我们2项乐园不见不散。
不见不散，记得来玩哦，
记得来玩哦。
There we go.
Warning.
Wait, what?
Astral threat level monitoring shows abnormal fluctuations.
Wait, what?
I'm locking on now. It's the Stellaron hunters.
What? Tell Pearl the situation has changed.
Silverwolf SP reveal again.
Wolf is back.
Well then, they just teased Silverwolf SP at the end. Are you kidding me? So they teased it both in that and that. In the Miria Celestia trailer teaser, the teaser now in the back of this. So basically what that's insinuating is that means that character will be happening during the anniversary, it seems. Oh god, that feels so exciting. That feels so exciting. Oh, yes. Yes. So I need to obviously make sure that I get the codes redeemed and all that, because yes, I knew that. Knew someone was going to get. Yep, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The only annoying part is that I need to get Yalgon and Sparksy. So if there's no character that I want to pull in 4.1, I should be able to get enough pulls for her. You know. Plus the anniversary event will probably give us like extra pulls as well on top of that. You know. Oh, hold on. I forgot that I've got to do this on the Hoyle Lab app. You have to watch 10 seconds of the special program to actually get it to appear. Let's see. I hope we get to choose our own 5-star character. And they're going to be giving us 1, 2. Yeah, hold on. Let me just get back to where it was. So, yeah. So, we're getting this outfit for free, Cool Doggy. For anyone who's got Ran Mei. If you don't have Ran Mei, Golden Companion Spirits will allow you to get Ran Mei as well. So, there is that. So, it's not so bad because the Golden Companion Spirits being useful. And the fact that every time it updates, we get 1 for free. I've only used it 1, basically, of the Golden Companion Spirits out of the 2 that we gotten for free so far. I've used it just to get E1 Ran Mei, because obviously E1 Ran Mei is actually pretty decent. But I've already got Low Ultra on my account, so I was like, I don't need Low Ultra, and plus it's not that good. The fact that we're actually getting this for free, though, ain't complaining. Ain't complaining. We're also getting this, they did say. So, we get 1,600 Jades from this, by the way. So that's good. But there's also a chance to get 100 pulls dead on. I got I got a little bit excited for this, and then I realized there isn't much differences in their current outfits. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know for sure, you know? And then, where is it? The big box. There we go. The fact that we get to choose one of these 7 characters as soon as we log in. And this is until end of version 4.2, by the way. So you've got a long time to claim this. For me, let's see. So you might have to retype that, Cool Doggy, because I can't tell what you mean by that. Yes. I have to do voice to text. When I do voice to text, I don't hear anything. Give me a second. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Sorry, just stretching out a bit as well at the same time. Oh boy. Right, hold on. I need to copy these codes. I missed a new account video when telling you all the new stuff that's coming out, and I'll probably get Sparkle since I don't have her. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, looking at all the information here at the moment, at least, the fact that we're obviously getting one of these characters for free, and here's my problem: I'm stuck between 3 of them. Don't worry, I'm not getting Don Han and Babylon A. He's not worth on the account, not unless he gets an announcement for a buff, you know. But I don't think he'll be buffed anytime soon. You know, he's not a character I think that will be buffed anytime soon. I would generally say that the ones that are more worth it for my account will be Kafka, because I've got E1 currently, so E2 Kafka would actually increase the dot damage output. E1 Aventurine is also a good option, because then obviously his skill applies from his ultimate as well. So that's really helpful. And you get a crit damage boost. And Sparkle, because when any characters are on under the effect of Cypher, which is her ultimate, by the way, the fact that obviously, you know, should give like a 40% increase of attack power, which is pretty decent. Let's see. Right, hold on. Okay, sorry, I just had to type down the codes for friends and such, so they actually knew. I didn't have to do it for my own accounts, because obviously I use my phone, which is good. But yeah, there's so many things that at least we're getting for sure. Yeah, you could have just copied. The thing is, you obviously I had all the actual codes already written on the side in a notepad. That's what I do every time. That's where I copied it from, basically. It's just, but I put them in the notepad so then I can send it to other people, you know, all in one go. So don't worry, Truth. I do appreciate the help. Hold on. I'm trying to remember if you're actually on my friend on Discord, actually, Cool Doggy. Are you actually on here? That's a real question. I'm trying to figure out what your username was again. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Cool doggy. Hold on, let me just search then. Where are you? Oh, I don't even have you on my friends list? Okay. That explains a lot then. Where are you? I'm trying to remember if you're actually in a server as well. Hold on. Is this you? I think this is you. Hold on. So I have to turn off streamer. Yeah, that's you. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's why obviously I couldn't find you. You're like that low down on the list on my DMs. That's why. I do apologize for that. It says the last DM I sent you was like in 2021 or 2022. No wonder I couldn't see you on the list. Yeah, Dog in the Sea. I realised that. That's why I turned off streamer mode so I could see, for example, the show. Because obviously with streamer mode on, you can't see the full names, if that makes sense. And it really doesn't help that. But yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just making sure. At least you did reply, Cool Doggy, so I know that that was definitely you that I sent it to. But yeah, honestly, I feel like of all these characters you could get, I feel like 2 aren't worth it so much. I would say technically 3 aren't worth it. The 3 that aren't really worth it, in my opinion, are Jing Yuan, Impadone, and if you don't have already E1 Acheron, same with her. She's not worth it. If you've got her E1, however, get her, because that'll be E2, which will make it even better, because then you get the full benefits of Nihility buffs. With just 1 extra Nihility. You don't have to run like 2 Nihilities outside of her, if that makes sense. But I feel like Jing Liu might be plausible. I don't know what her idol's do again. I can't remember. But like I say, the ones I'm going for is E2 Sparkle. Well, no, sorry. E2. I could go for E2 Kafka, E1 Sparkle, or E1 Aventurine. I'm still debating that at the moment. But the good thing is that if no one's got any of these characters, it really, really helps. You have no idea. I'm trying to think because like I've got my main account and then I got my alt account on this. The only one I don't have is Aventurine. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, Aventurine's worth it in my opinion. He's really, really helpful for sure. E1's even better though, but you know, E0 Aventurine's really good because when it comes to preservation characters, there's only 2 preservation characters that are now actually good, and that is of course Dunhan, Permancer Teray, and Aventurine. Those are the best 2 ones. Let's see. I heard the Lightning God and the Ice Girl are not getting buffed soon, but plus new characters are coming out that replaces them. Jing Liu got buffed last time from the Nova Flare. So, same with Silver, same with Kafka, and same with Blade. Those 4 got buffed on the last Nova Flare buffs. But the fact that obviously Sparkle is getting a Nova Flare buff, this is really, really good. So if you don't have Sparkle, right, Oh, yeah. Ice Shield, yeah. They're not ever going to get buffed, unfortunately. But yeah, it's like I say, the fact that obviously we got like so many of these good characters and such, it's just going to be absolutely fantastic. Like I say, unless they announce that in Babylon 8 is getting another flare buff, the following patch, don't pull for him, or in 4.2 if he's getting a buff, don't get him. As much as it'd be great to have him because it benefits Sparkle just as much, it's not worth it. I'm sorry to say, unless Babylon 8 gets a buff to make him good again, not worth it. Yeah, that's fair. It's like I said, E1 Sparkle, E1 Adventuring, they're both good as one another. If you haven't got Adventuring, he's worth it. Trust me on that. Even at E0. But I just know on my account, I've got all these characters except Don Han and Babylon A because he's too weak. I'm sorry, he's just too weak. The Permancer Teray form, so much better. And we got that one for free, by the way. But yeah, Permancer in Babylon A, no. I'm sorry. He's not good enough. He used to be good until Jing Liu the next patch. That's the thing. He was good until Jing Liu the next patch. Yeah. It is the technically it's the second 5-star Don Han that we got for free, but technically you say it's the third Don Han because obviously he had a 4-star form as well. He's had 2 5-star forms, but the latest one so much better. But can I just say at this point, is it me or is Don Han turning into Avatar: The Last Airbender right now? Because first one, he's wind focused. You know, yes, in Babylon A's imaginary element, he uses water. And now, Permancer Teray, even though he's physical, he's using earth, basically, instead. So if the next one we get of Don Han in Babylon A ends up being fire, he's literally Aang. He's literally Aang, the last airbender. Oh, good. Yeah, they're never going to do a Dragon Ball reference. Safe to say that. But obviously, at least if they do the whole like Avatar, the Last Airbender reference, it makes sense. Yeah, true. But yeah, I feel like it'd be funny if we eventually get another form for him and it ends up being fire related, and I'll be like, oh my god. I mean, technically, there's one more form you could have after that, which would be like the Avatar form, as such, like glowing eyes and everything.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning indeed. But yeah, the fact that we got a lot of good announcements to this. Let me just check throughout. When we get to them. Right. So I'm glad that Yao Guan obviously is going to be for the whole patch, by the way. They have announced that she's for the whole patch. Luckily, it also tells you the VAs and all this. You don't know what the ones with the Japanese ones are, and the Korean and the Chinese ones, because they're all in their respective like kanji, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. Archer is going to be really good, by the way, thanks to Sparkle's new Neverflare buffs. Archer's now going to be going from like where he is right now to higher. Not in pure fiction, clearly. I'm sorry, but Archer's great, but pure fiction, no. No. But yeah. Obviously, I know about the fact that it's going to be interesting. So Yaoguang obviously is for the whole patch of 4.0. They have confirmed that. Yeah, that's great, actually. The thing is, right, I'm a Fates fan as well. I'm a Fate anime series fan. I got Saber, I got Archer on the actual game, on my main account, for sure. I'm glad that I did, don't get me wrong. And at the moment, I'm watching the new anime season of the Fate series, which is Fate Strange, I think it is. No, Fate Strange Fake, sorry. It'd be nice if we eventually get a second Fate collaboration for this, but who knows? Oh god, could you imagine if they decided to put Gilgamesh into this? Oh god, I just thought, what if they put Gilgamesh into this? Even though technically we have Gilgamesh at home, points to Me-Day. But yes, there is a. Hold on, let me just try and get to the other characters. So obviously we know about the other character, which is Sparksy. Same VA as before for Sparkle. We have that information that we've known for a long time because it makes sense because Sparksy is Sparkle. I'm just scrolling through all this. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the bits where it's like screen caps, if that makes sense. Okay, here we go. This is what you probably want to see as well. These are all the banners that we're getting. So, obviously, like I said, it even tells you at the top there, available throughout version 4.0, so you don't have to rush together on the first phase, thankfully. So if you don't have enough pools, but obviously, let's say, for example, you're waiting for payday, you have your chance, you know. The good thing is that I've got E6 on all the 4-star characters, so I don't have to worry about worrying about them because every time I pull a 4-star character now, I get another free pull. Simple as that. Very useful. And then obviously we've got also the Phase 1 banners. We've got Evernight rerun. We've got Hyceland's rerun and Black Swan rerun. Luckily, I'm just using my mouse keys for this at the moment. Then Sparksy Phase 2, which will be on the 3rd of March, it says here. Probably 3rd or 4th of March for us. It depends on what time zone they're talking about with that. I just noticed saying 4 stars throughout the whole thing as well. And then we're getting reruns of Saridra, which is good, but don't get me wrong, but at the same time, only one character really benefits from that, and that is, of course, Finan. But without Sunday, Finan's just not good enough. Unless you got Cyrene E2, but yeah, that's a problem. The fact that we're also getting a Rapper rerun is a great thing and an annoying thing at the same time. Here's the thing. To have a chance for me to get Rapper in the exact same patch, I would need to be very, very lucky. And then they're also getting a Sparkle rerun, which is funny because we're getting Sparkle for free. Take that as you will. Damn, Evernight New Girl I want. Yeah, pretty much. I'm glad that I got Evernight on the patch, because trust me, this would have been worse for rerun situations, you know? Because you want to get Yao Guan, you want to get Sparksy, because obviously if the Elation's going to be the next Remembrance situation, you got no chance. Yep, pretty much, yeah. You have to be very lucky, basically. If you get, like, your 5-star in 10 pools and it ends up being the character you want, you know, the featured character, then you're fine. You might have a chance then. Okay, I didn't see that small text at first, but I'm glad that I have checked back. So the 4-star light cones that we're getting, they aren't in the gacha. Thank God. Thank God. They are in the priceless jewels, which you can get from the Memory of Chaos shop, I believe. It's the one that you basically get from... It's the currency that you get from the Echo War and the endgame modes, basically, as such. And then you can use those to get, like, multiple copies of a light cone. This is good because that means we can actually build up one of the characters immediately, you know? That's fantastic. And then the other one's from Nameless Honor, which is the Battle Pass. Thank God. It means I'll have to wait 5 patches to get that fully capped out, but it won't be a problem for me. I don't mind that. But the good thing is I don't have to rush to do it yet. And then obviously we got 3-star ones, which you only get from Warp. But that's fine. Because they're 3-star ones. They're going to be common as heck. Obviously, I guess I have to do all the other side quests. I mean, putting now since I wanted to get caught up to the story. Yeah, that's perfectly fair, you know. I cannot believe that is an Elation Trace material. It's literally manga. Literally manga volumes. The Elation Trace material is literally manga. Oh God, I cannot believe that. Excuse me. Lightning type character ascension material, Thunderstrum. Okay. So they're outright confirming that we got a lightning character and a hunt trace material on the way. So it might be a lightning hunt character. Don't we have Did we actually have a lightning hunt character before? I don't remember. I generally do not remember. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Let me just check. Let's see, characters. Lightning. Hunt. Oh, yeah, we have. It's Motze. But he's a 4-star and he wasn't really made for, like, general use. He was only used for, like, your cheap version of Topaz, if that makes sense. Wait, does this mean what I think it means? I've been hearing speculation that we're only getting one character in 4.1, and it's only that one character. One new 5-star, basically, for the entire patch, that is. Which, if it is the case, that's fine. I don't mind that. Because it means, unless he's usable, I say he, because it is a he. I'm thinking it's Ashvale. But if he's not good enough, then I might not pull for him. As much as I love his aesthetic, again, like I say, because the anniversary patch is after that, I'm like, no, you know. But they've outright confirmed that because of the fact that this patch was delayed, that means the next patch is going to be shorter. As such, the 4.1 patch is going to be shorter. Don't know how much shorter, but if they say 5 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, maybe it's not an issue per se. But they would have to obviously compensate that for like the battle pass and such, you know, to make up for it. Not like it's difficult to cap it out, but you know, we need to be sure. But then again, what they'll do is they'll just boost up the amount of points that you get from like doing the events and story, won't they? Enemy drop materials, yeah, that's the normal materials that we're expecting for like all the characters from Planet as such. So yeah, I feel like we are going to get a Lightning Hunt character, and I feel like this is going to be what's it called? Ashvale. Now, they did mention. Yeah, sorry, I had to play that because for some reason it was buffering. So we have been told that a limited amount of times you can get 1-to-1 conversions for the elation materials, which is good. So that's really helpful. New relics, obviously, we know about that. Everglorious Magical Girl and Diviner of Distant Reach. They're both the relics you'll need to farm because Everglorious Magical Girl you'll need for Sparksy, from what I've been told, and Diviner of Distant Reach you want for Yao Guan, from what I've told. So it's worth getting them both. Guarantee you straight away we'll be getting new relics as well. Again, probably in 4.2, if anything, which will probably benefit like Evanescent and Silverwolf, because I feel like they're going to be the anniversary character banners. And I know that we'll probably get another ornament in 4.1. The good thing is that Planet Fissure and Realm of Strange, obviously we're getting the double events, so that's really, really helpful for me and everybody else. So that's just basically one of the world bosses. Not the Echo War boss, but the world boss, if that makes sense. They just outright just use the Sam armor with a sword and everything, and just painted it black, didn't they? Obviously, we're getting another event as well, which is confirmed, with a 4-star character selector. I don't know who the 4 stars are, but I would imagine it won't matter because we'll be getting him, and then we're just going to get a free pull from it. That's basically what's going to happen if you've got E6 on all your 4 stars. If you don't, highly recommend to actually get the character that are on E6 for sure. But this is just basically a tabletop card game thing. Like I said, it reminds me straight away of like the Genshin one that we've got. That's already been in the game for like a while now. Because it's a similar thing. It's cards with dice. You know? As far as I'm aware, I think we got 3 events, but I cannot remember all the events, basically. I don't think that's not an event, the magazine editor thing, because I think that's going to be updated every version, they said. There's another event as well. It might be 2 events, but obviously, technically, in a sense, a permanent 3rd event, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get more pulls. Obviously, Currency War's been updated. Fantastic. I'm glad to know that. And the fact that it's increasing by 30 levels is going to be very beneficial. That's just more materials, more J's, etc. So that is going to be very useful. And obviously they have mentioned that we're getting obviously when you're addicted to it, yes, it will be. They're putting Sparks in Yao Guan and Dahlia in Currency Wars as well, so that's good. So that means if we want to see what Sparks is like on this, we can straight away before we get the character. Expert advisors, which they have mentioned, which are Ching Chui, Ching Yun, and Gallagher, which makes sense. Don't know what that means it's going to happen. They are removing the damage cap. Thank you, Silver Wolf. Yeah, they're removing the damage cap, they did say. And obviously, they mentioned that obviously you're going to get like the speed up on the Divergent Universe. Now, the reason why that's happening is because this is the last patch for Divergent Universe. This current. Let me just reiterate it, basically. That's what I meant to say. My speech pattern's a little bit off today. Let me just reiterate that this is the last of this version of Divergent Universe. Likely we'll have a replacement for it. Very, very likely. It'll probably be like Divergent Universe. I swear, if they call it Divergent Universe, that's the way I like it, I am going to cringe. Or they could be even funnier and call it Divergent Universe Take On Me. If you know, you know. Yeah, because there's a group called Aha, and literally one of their big songs is Take On Me. So they could be really funny with the title, but yeah. The fact that Divergent Universe will probably be expanded upon through that, which will mean a brand new rewards, which will be good. So we can just do that. But we need it to stick around for the, Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Cool Doggy. But yeah, obviously we know for a fact that they'll be definitely bringing out another Divergent Universe because obviously we got new planet ornaments that are likely to be released in 4.1. So there's no way they're going to get rid of this at all, unless they make Currency Wars the weekly one after that. But I don't think they will. Because that'll be a bit of a mess. Just a bit of a mess. But yeah, it just says that obviously if you haven't maxed out the level, you're going to get like the double stuff. So it's going to be double. Yeah, double synchronicity points, basically. So that means instead of getting like, I think 2,000 on the weekly refresh, you're getting 4,000 instead. But that's fine, obviously, the fact that they're obviously optimizing this adds. I was going to say ASD. I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? The ads should be only like 30 seconds, luckily. When you're speaking of which, just give me a second. While the ads are playing, I suppose, let me just grab something quickly. Because if I don't do this, I won't be able to eat lunch. Right, welcome back. Sorry about that. But yeah, I can't control the ads sometimes, but at least I've made it so they're only 30 seconds long, so there is that. So obviously they're optimizing the assignments so you can dispatch assignments at any time, and it's no longer fixed time limits or character restrictions. Thank God. But I think you can only do so many a time, if that makes sense. This is a big thing, but this was in Genshin a while ago, like a good few patches or so ago, where we're able to actually see the final stat of a relic, or final stats of a relic, so we can see what we got on them. So it makes it a lot easier when you want to know what is the hidden stat, because then at least if you get, let's say, an attack percentage, speed, and crit rate one, and then the hidden stat is crit damage, it's worth keeping then, you know? And I'm actually glad that they've done that. Because it takes away the RNG and makes it a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, exactly. This is one thing I'm glad that they're doing, the support character thing. You can now position where you want the support character, rather than being always in the last slot. You can just position where it's going. So that's a bit more beneficial. Because a lot of the time you want like certain characters to be in like certain spots, you know? For example, if you've got preservation characters, you really want them in the second or third slot every time. And we've now been given the a playlist basically now from what it says here. So it's interesting to know that we're finally getting a playlist mode for this. So that's good. Yeah, that's obviously one of the codes, but we know about that. That obviously paused at a bad time, but we're getting that immediately, straight away as well. We're getting 10 pulls for free, free sub-modeling resins, and 600 of that currency I can't remember the name of, but you only get that during arbitrary what was it called? Something arbitrary something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called now. But it's the very, very difficult endgame mode. Yeah, Lone Stardust, thank you very much. But the fact that we're getting 10 pulls immediately from this, immediately once we log in, is great. Then we're also getting the Gift of Odyssey as usual, so that's another 10 pulls. We know about the Ranmei skin that we're getting for free, which is great. Obviously, we've got this thing as well. It doesn't show it at the moment unless I unpause it and such. Check in for 5 days on this. Yeah, after the version 4.0 update. So you can't do it yet, but you can do it right after version 4.0 starts. So that you get 1600 jades. Yeah, you're a fixed amount of stellar jade reward up to a total amount of 1600. So that's good. So we're going to get 1600 more jades from that, which is fantastic. Because it means we got more pulls coming our way. I think this is a Chinese New Year celebration thing, if that makes sense. That's what I believe that is. I was so excited for this at first, and then I realised when I looked at it again, I was like, oh god. It's just a colour change. But I don't have a problem with it. I'll gladly take the colour change. For sure. It's different, at least. One thing I'm not looking forward to... So, let's see. Gift of Stardust Store gives us the actual outfit stuff. you get 2 from like 1 from gameplay, 1 from the event, and 1's from purchasing a bundle. I'm like, I don't know about that one. It's like the whole like, what is it? The bow from freaking Cyrene again, all over again. And then obviously, like I said, we're going to obviously get this, so that's going to be very, very useful, isn't it? I just feel like, again, I just feel like if you don't have any of these characters, don't worry. Just look at the characters that you know that will be beneficial for your account more. Like I say, I recommend definitely not going for Don Han and Babital Lene on your account. He's not worth it. He really, really isn't. But if you don't have Sparkle on your account, you definitely need Sparkle on your account, without question. She's going to benefit a lot of your teams from now on. She'll work with Sparksy and Yao Guan. She'll work with Archer. So you've got a few options immediately with them. Like I said, Acheron would be worth picking up if you've got E1 Acheron. If you don't, don't bother. And then obviously if you don't have Aventurine, he's good as well. It's just like I say, if you got for E0 kits, Sparkle and Aventurine and Jingliu are your best options. If you have Hysolins and Black Swan in your account, get Kafka immediately. But obviously if you don't have any dot units on your team on your account at all, don't bother pulling for Kafka. I can vouch for that. But yeah, I know for a fact that someone I know as well, they haven't got Sparkle on their account. I'm probably going to say to them, just consider maybe getting Sparkle. Because it's a new character. Plus, don't forget you also get free standard pools if you get a brand new character as well. There is that factor. But yeah, there's just those things you just have to keep in mind. But yes, the stream went on a little longer than expected. I was only going to do this for maybe like a couple of hours, but it's just been like, 2 hours and 16 minutes instead? But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream here, because obviously I've reacted to this. I've actually given out my genuine thoughts about everything, etc. at the same time. So there is that. I've not left you like high and dry with like all the information, at least. But yeah, like I say, at least you have time to think about this, at least, because until version 4.2 ends, you get to get this, so that's great.
Such bliss!
I knew someone eventually would use that sound effect. And before anyone asks, yes, that is from a game called Final Fantasy XIV. It is a very weird moment in the game. But yes, like I say, don't worry about getting this thing claimed straight away. If you want to wait until they announce stuff for 4.2, yeah. The thing is, it is literally during the game. It's not the worst thing that you can probably hear. Trust me on that. But yeah, like I say, if you're not sure if you want to get like, let's say, if you want to be smart about it, if you want to wait until like 4.2 special program, just in case they say, oh, we've got another Nova Flare buff, it's Danhan and Babital Lene, might be worth considering him then. But if you don't need to rush for it, don't rush for it, per se, Like, if you got the characters and all that, don't rush for it. You got until the end of 4.2, you're fine, If they announce in the 4.2 special program, oh, this character's getting buff, or if they announce 4.3 special program, oh, this character's getting a buff, it's a bit more worth it then. Yeah. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. I do stream on another service as well called Flashy Social, but that one currently is down at the moment because obviously of some issues that they've just actually encountered. Otherwise, I'll be streaming on there as well. Which is why obviously I haven't put down the link in my tweets and such yet. When it's back up, it'll be back up. As such, it's just about someone caused issues, and then obviously they had to put it down for a while for good reason. But yes, like I say, at least we got into the 4.3 special program to decide if we want to have like any of these characters realistically. The reason why I say until the 4.3 special program is because, like I said, if we get told, oh yeah, there's another Nova Flare buff, and Don Han and Babylon A is in that selection of Nova Flare buffs, it might be a bit more worth it. Doesn't mean that I will say that it's going to happen, but we don't know. Because it feels weird that they've only done 2 Nova Flare buffs for this part. Because the last time we had the Nova Flare buff was 3.4. Yes, I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a while, though, because of issues with my PC. So I haven't been able to do that. I will be getting a new PC, though, soon enough. And once I get that, I'll be able to stream a bit more frequently. Yeah, no, Deadpool's in it. Ironically enough, Deadpool is voiced by Jing Yuan. That's the funny part. Yeah, he did. I heard he did. Yes, and Sino and Genshin. Yes, I know. He's also voiced. Was it the? Was it that name? Sorry, hold on. I am trying to remember the name of the character. Yes, Leon in Pokemon as well. I'm trying to remember the name of the character from another game. Akihiko as well from Persona 3 Reload. He did Akihiko from that as well. Yeah. Well, that's the whole shtick of Deadpool. He's supposed to be like that. He always breaks the fourth wall, etc. You know, that's the whole point of his character. But yeah, like I say, we got until the 4.3 special program. Yeah, we got until the end of the 4. We got until the 4.3 special program to really decide which one of these characters we want to have. Like I say, if another flare buff happens for any of these other characters, might be worth picking them up then. But it's entirely up to anyone as such. Because at the moment, like I said, I'm stuck between 3, but if, let's say, Babylon A does get buffed properly, not like just a small little buff, but the actual proper big buff, that'd be great. Because then obviously Sparkle will have another unit to play with as well, you know? But we'll soon see. The ironic part is that you actually could run 2 Don Huns in the same team. Because you could run Babylon A and Penanza Teray in the same team with Sparkle and then whatever other unit, probably with supportive unit if anything, maybe like probably like Triby or something like that. I don't know. I can't say Saridra because Saridra only affects skills, not basic attacks, which is mostly what in Babylon A's kit is about. Because you're enhancing his attack with his skill. So, yeah. Either way, I am going to stop the stream here now, guys. Much appreciated for everybody dropping on by. But of course, until next time, this is DJ Danny88. Signing out.